Hey, 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 hey. What's going on, brother? How are you? Doing all right? What's good, everyone? What's happening? Everybody doing all right today on this fine Friday? Shio, how are you? Lula, Rachel. Damn it. Damn. What's good? What's good with you? What's up, Stonewall? How are you? Doing all right? I had today off. Basically, I took the whole week off. I had to freaking do my brakes. I had to do everything on the brakes. Change the front, back, rear cylinders, brake lines, master cylinder. everything, new hardware. It was a fucking nightmare. It was a nightmare. Yeah, yeah. Got everything running and working now. Hey, how are you? How are you? Thanks for inviting your fans. I appreciate it. Thank you. Man, it sucked, man. I ran into so many freaking problems for some reason, and I don't even know why. I mean, it was one thing after another. It seems like when you start messing with something, things just start happening to it. But I know if I would have took it somewhere, it would have cost me probably over $1,000 for all the work. So, I don't know. But yeah, she's, are you going to do yours? Yes, I hate it. But it's cheaper to do it yourself than for somebody to have somebody else do it. That's for sure. Uh-huh. Yep. I agree with you. I agree 100%. It's all about taking the money into the shop, you know. Well, I ain't either, but I mean, I could do, you know, the smaller stuff, but I mean, you start getting inside the engine and stuff. Yeah. But brakes and tune-ups and water pumps and stuff. Yeah, that's what I can do. A pain in the butt, but I mean, they ass rape you, you know. That's what they do. So, bend over and take rid of the tailpipe. So what have you been up to? Anything? Working? Not much. Just hanging out. When do you gotta go back to work? Oh wow, good, good. It's always good. Is it hot? Is it hot where you're at? It's not too bad here yet, but it's gonna get warm. Not bad. It's supposed to be like 91 tomorrow here. It's freaking insane. It's only 84. 78 here right now. You run your AC or your central air if you have it? Yeah, think about turning mine on too. You got a AC unit? Is that what you got? Or essential air? I mean essential air. Right. What do you keep it? About 75? I usually kept mine around 72, 73, depending. Matter of fact, give me a second. I'm gonna fucking turn this bitch on for a minute. Ah, damn. There we go. Hello, how are you? What's good? Yeah. Well, you know, you might as well be comfortable than freaking hot, though. That's the way I look at it. How are you? How are you? I'm good. How about you? Got to the next person below him. What does that mean? Excellent. If I could hear that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Michigan. Michigan, where I'll be at. That's where I'm at. What's up, Joe? Where are you from? Estonia? Damn, that's a little ways away. How's the weather there? I am so freaking tired. I can't even keep my freaking eyes open. I like to see the Cavs win it, but I think Golden State will. Fucking spent like fucking 3 days out there doing all that shit. Then staying up fucking too late. It's my own fault. Oh. Didn't even show anything there, but yeah, give me a second. Showing 0. Well, you know, I mowed the grass and weed whipped and all that shit, and then did the fucking brakes the last couple days. Just getting old, man. Started to take a toll on my old man, I guess. I'm telling you, it sucks. Seriously. What's up, man?
It was doing that same thing with EMS the other day. Like when I come in your room, it allowed me to click the plus button to add you as a friend. Also, or I mean, follow you, you know, or fan you, whatever.
Who?
like I've already got your fan, but it gave me it had the little dude up there with the plus sign, like I could click your name or click it and fan you, like I didn't already have you fan. It was doing the same thing with EMS, but it wouldn't let me guess with him the other day.
I don't know where Stone or Batman, where everybody's at. I mean, it's early. I mean, it's mid-afternoon. I mean, shit, who knows?
I know, man. I seen you get on. I was like, damn, man. You know, it's usually at least 8 or 9 o'clock before you get on.
Well, I took another day today because after I got the brakes all done, I took it for a freaking ride. It came home and it was making all kinds of noise, and I had engine coolant coming out. I thought I fucking had to put a fucking water pump on there. Come to find out, for some reason, it was coming out of the overflow of the reservoir. I don't even know how that's possible, but that's where it was coming from, so.
Oh, damn. Oh, it was coming out, it was coming right out of the top of the radiator?
Huh?
It was coming, right out of the top of the radiator?
No, out of the, reservoir.
Oh. Yeah, what's going on, Batman? I didn't know I didn't put out on me. That's weird that it was just, bubbling out of there.
Well, what I think has happened, it was probably my own mistake. I told my son to check the reservoir, make sure it was all right and stuff. And he put some engine coolant in it. I think what might have happened, he might have put too much in it. And then as it got hot, it raised above that limit and it just overflowed.
Yeah.
I mean, I checked out underneath there. There's no hose leaking or nothing, and everything seems to be fine. So.
I mean, I had a car that would I used to have a Grand Prix, a GTP, the supercharged Pontiac.
Yeah.
And it would do that, man, from time to time. It would, especially during the summer, it would, I always made sure before I left during the summer that I put water in it just to make, I always topped it off. It would do that too, man. It would bubble up too, and I couldn't never figure out why, I mean, I guess I was overfilling it sometimes, but it ain't hurt nothing, I don't guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming, it's because it got overflowed, and when the compression going through the engine, I think it releases it back into the reservoir, and then the reservoir, once it gets to that point, it starts leaking out of the sides. Yeah. That's what the purpose of that's for.
Well,
I couldn't tell that last night. It was fucking dark.
You got pressure coming that way anyway, so I mean, it's gonna.
Right.
If there's any over that limit, it's gonna come out. Ain't no stopping.
Right. That's true.
I've had buddies even blow their damn lids off of there, man, on their trucks and shit. I've seen that happen a couple times too.
Yeah.
Fucking, I live right by the Mississippi River, so we always go out there, and I mean, we can go underneath the bridge, the Mississippi Bridge, and that's where we mud at and shit.
Yeah.
And I had one buddy, man, that it was so muddy and flooded that the water was coming up to past our doors, man. I mean, the water was coming in on the floorboards on us and shit. And
holy shit!
Dude, he had it floored, man, and the wheels of the truck started floating. That's how much water there was. And his shit done that. It blew the fucking lid off there, man. I mean, water went fucking everywhere, man. Every fucking thing, dude. It was fucked up. We had to get that bitch dragged out.
Holy shit! Never done that before.
Well, you run it with no water, you won't run it very long. So.
That's right. Gotta crack that head on there.
Yeah, or blow one of the fucking gaskets on it or something. I used to have a 95 Chevrolet Silverado, man. It was my grandmother's truck. And I raced a damn Mazda 3 in Arkansas and it wasn't nothing but a small block, you know, the 350, 5.7, and I cracked the fucking. I mean, it was winter time too, bro, and I didn't have no. I didn't, you know. I mean, it had you know antifreeze in it and water and shit. But man, I cracked the fucking block on that bitch.
Really?
And I thought I just blew a fucking. I thought I just cracked the head on it or fucking blew a gasket or something, and I split the whole block right underneath the bottom of it, bro.
Oh, there goes that.
Yeah, it was done, man. And then we got a new block from some people, and it wasn't right ever since, man. After that, even with a new block in it, bro, it still wasn't right.
Didn't sound right, eh?
Yeah, that's the way. I mean, that's what I was always taught by my grandfather and my dad. You know, which they're a lot more. My dad's really good with cars. You know, he built that '57 that was out here from scratch, except for the body. You know.
Wow.
And, you know, they've always told me, man, if you ever have a vehicle and you blow the motor up in it, if you don't change every fucking thing that's in it, not just the block, you don't change, it'll never be right. He said every vehicle I've ever owned that I've blown, you know, cracked the block or blew it up, he said it ain't never been right ever since.
Yeah, I blew up a car going down expressway, fucking pushed a pin rod right through the fucking, the block or the manifold or something, but I mean, it fucking sprayed oil all over the fucking windshield when I'm doing 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, man,
and I mean, it just shut off and that was the end of it.
Well, usually whenever you just like crack a head or something, and then you'll get that milky shit in your oil, you know.
Yeah.
And then but this, I mean, my shit was leaking out of the bottom, man. My truck, it overheated, it died. And underneath it, man, there was water every fucking where, man. I mean, I knew it was done. There wasn't no. I knew it was done, man. There was just too much.
Yep. Well, the engine needed to be replaced in that thing too, man. I ended up giving it to my sister. I wasn't going to sink no money into it. And she had a friend that went and pulled an engine out and did all the work for free, but she just had to buy the engine. So, I mean, it lasted her another 3 or 4 years. But I wasn't about to put money in it.
Man, I'll tell you something that blew my mind, man. When my grandfather, when he was still alive, this HHR here used to be his car.
Yeah.
And man, we fucking it set for a while. He was sick, and it wouldn't start. It didn't have no power, and the battery had just drained on it. The battery went bad. I don't know exactly what went wrong with it, but anyway, the battery was bad. So, had to have been the battery. We wasn't getting no power, so, man, we looked for a fucking hour on this car trying to figure out where the fucking battery is. Where would you think the battery is on that car?
Probably the trunk.
It's underneath, the battery is underneath the back of that car. I was like, man, and yeah, we had bought it brand new, so at that time, it's an '08, so at that time, I mean, we didn't know, you know.
Right.
And, man, we got the fucking book out and everything, man, trying to figure out where that fucking battery was, dude. Like, what in the fuck? Why would... Because, the reason why it's there is because there's no room underneath that hood whatsoever.
Right.
I mean, it's a 4-cylinder, and it's packed in there. It's so fucking packed in there, you can't even hardly work on it.
Yeah, that's what me and Batman were just talking about, that they make them so compact like that where you don't even want to work on them.
No, hell no, man. Well, and not only that, but you got to wait. If something's wrong with it and you just got done driving it, then you got to wait fucking an hour for it to cool down because you can't stick your hands in that son of a bitch because everything's so fucking hot.
Yep.
Probably in my opinion, man, if I didn't have a whole lot of money and I was gonna buy a car that I knew would be durable, it would be something like a Pontiac or a Buick Regal or something like that. It's got that 3.8 in it, that V6. That is, and
Buick
out of all
Century?
the vehicles, yeah, even a Buick Century or a Buick Regal, they all got that 3.8 in them, that V6. And that motor, man, that motor is the most durable motor I've ever fucking. I mean, even my Grand Am. After I had a Pontiac, the Grand Prix GTP, I had a Grand Am GT Ram Air, and it had the same motor in it too.
Wow.
That is the most. In my opinion, that's the most durable motor I've ever had, man. I mean, only thing I ever had a problem with was fucking alternators. The alternators kept going out on the motherfuckers.
Yeah, alternators ain't bad to change though. I mean,
no, and it ain't. And it
just
ain't
the money wise. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Money wise.
Well, I mean, because you can get a rebuilt one for fucking cheap. So I mean, it ain't. I mean, if you're somebody that goes and buys brand new of everything, then it might get a little expensive. But I mean, I always just go get a rebuilt one. You know.
Right. I agree. That's what I did with the master cylinder. Fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, it's shit, dude. We priced. I think back whenever that happened, we priced an alternator, and it was like a brand new one. It was like fucking, I don't know, a little over $200 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, y'all are fucking crazy, man. That was O'Reilly's too. You know, it's like, man, y'all are fucking nuts. It's like, hell, I can go out here to the fucking junkyard and this motherfucker rebuild one. I can get it for probably $60 or $70.
You want to buy a Jeep? Is that what you want to get? Huh. You don't want to give up your V8 Chevy, though, huh?
Yeah, hey, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something about a Jeep, man. I love Jeeps, and they look cool and they're really fun. But I had a Jeep Wrangler for like 2 years, and I traded that motherfucker in because it is a bitch to climb in and out of that motherfucker. That little thing right there where the door opens up, that little, you know, it's probably about 2.5, 3 inches of just fiberglass right there. That is so aggravating. I don't know how many times I've tripped over that motherfucker, and man, climbing in and out of a fucking Jeep is, I mean, you get your daily exercise by getting in and out of that son of a bitch. That's the only downside to having a Jeep.
CJ, I don't know what you're fucking talking about, man. No, I'm not mad. I'm just fucking tired, dude. What's up, Brian?
Yeah, they don't. I don't know. Well, maybe I don't know, Batman. Those new Jeeps, they might be V8s. Those brand new ones, those big ones, the Cherokees. They're ugly as shit, though, man. I hate the new headlights on the new Jeeps, man. Those are so ugly. Yeah, well, you know, the new Hemi isn't the same as the old Hemis. All that is just a fucking cue to get you to buy a car, man. That Hemi thing.
Gimmick.
It ain't like the old Hemis. A friend of mine that works he works for the railroad, man, and he just bought one of those fucking Hellcats with the Hemi in it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a badass car. I mean, and it is fast as shit, but
what's up, John?
I'd settle for one of those LT1 Camaros, man. Those things are stupid fast.
Yeah, I can click on it for you. I don't know if I can do it right this second, though.
I was having some problems yesterday, man. I was trying to guess with EMS, and every time I clicked yes, it said decline for him, and it was loading for me, but it was showing a black screen. I don't know what the hell the problem was.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to wait till I get off broadcast to do it. I can't do it right now. What's up, Kaylee? I don't know. YouNow's been having a lot of problems lately.
Yeah.
That's the
I
bottom
finally gave up and went and broadcasted myself, and then he come and guested with me. I don't know what the hell. Something to do with his shit, man. It had to be. Oh, hell, that ain't even fucking done yet.
What is it?
I thought my washer was done, but it's not. It's fucking.
Oh.
It's hella loud. That motherfucker's hella loud, bro. It's brand new and it's hella loud. Makes no sense.
That's weird.
I don't understand.
Why is it doing it?
I don't know, man. My grandfather, man, that was the main thing. My grandfather quit school because he had to work in the 5th grade, but he taught himself how to work on like small appliances like washers and air conditioners and refrigerators and shit, and like was extremely good at it. But now that he's gone, I mean, my dad knows a little bit about them, but not enough to be tearing one apart. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with it, man. Can you hear it though? That's something.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, that's fucking. Somebody said, "Nope, hope your channel gets banned." Wow, that's mean. Oh hell! I got a fucking. You see? Oh yeah, that back room. You see all that shit?
Yeah.
That's what I'm about to have to fucking do. My mom's coming out here and she's fucking gonna help. I gotta carry all of this shit out and put it in a storage shed, bro. I dread it. I dread it, man.
That's gonna be fun, hey?
Nah, hell no. I'm gonna be fucking. She's getting paid to come out here though. My dad's paying her to come out here, so I'm gonna be like, hey, look, I'm not getting paid, so you know. I'll guide you in the process. No, that's fucked up. I ain't gonna make my mom do all the work. But if it wasn't my mom, though, and it was somebody else, I'd be like, hey, look, you're getting paid, so.
What are you talking about, computer?
What? Who? Oh, computer? Oh, yeah. Oh, dude,
Oh.
and it's a bunch of fucking, like, old antique bottles, and so it ain't just something I can just throw out the fucking back door, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't just something I can launch. I have to carry each little thing and make sure it don't get broke. And I'm not 100% sure, but that snake's probably still fucking back there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know for sure, but I hope I don't run across that motherfucker. I'm gonna put a board or something across the floor to make sure that bitch don't get out of there. Even if, that way, if I see it, I can kill it.
Good afternoon, Adrian. It's not morning where I'm at. Might be morning where you're at, but not where I'm at. It's almost 2 o'clock here, brother.
Yeah, it's almost 1 o'clock here. Give me that broom. You ain't cleaning. You can't clean.
So what? You think you're gonna find the snake, man?
Yeah, man. I mean, if that motherfucker, dude. I mean, if it didn't go out the door, then it has to still be back here. You know what I mean? Like it.
What the hell would it be eating for all that time? I mean, that's been over like
it's
a week and
snake,
a half.
though. I know, but it's a snake. Like snakes don't. They don't have to eat that. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't just. It ain't like something that's gonna die in a couple of days if it don't eat. A snake can fucking not eat for like 2 weeks and be
hasn't
good.
it? Oh, I was gonna say it's been a couple weeks maybe.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks, man. But I mean, if it's back here, I don't think it's. I mean, I don't think it's dead.
No, his snake didn't escape. One got in his house.
See, like, snakes, see, they can go a long fucking time without eating, man, so if he's back here, he's still alive. Hold on, Aiden, go in there, just in case it is back here. Oh, shit. And I ain't got no shoes on, so if that bitch is back here, it's gonna bite my fucking foot.
What kind do you think it is?
Oh, it's just a fucking, I mean, I don't think it's poisonous or nothing, it's just a yard snake, but I mean, that still don't mean I want to get bit by it. See like this shit right here, bro. Like, look at this fucking bottle here, like Farm Fest and shit. Like, that's old as fuck, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to have to carry all this shit out.
You got a lock on your shed?
Yeah. No, well, we actually got two sheds. One storage shed, and then I like one where all of our tools and shit are. But
I'd be afraid somebody might come in there and steal your shit, man.
Yeah, and those are just the collectibles that aren't put up. Like you can see all those ones up there.
Yeah.
You know, and like this is probably one of the oldest bottles we've got right here. This was medicine like whenever fucking my grandpa was a kid.
That's been around for a while.
We've got an empty bottle of opium, man. Like it was, back when opium wasn't illegal.
Yeah.
And it was just a bottle, and that's what it says on it is opium. And then it shows directed use of, how much you're supposed to take of it and shit. It's crazy, man. I was like, damn, they had opium back in the day like that? They could just go to the store and get a bottle of fucking opium, That's crazy.
Shit was different back then, man, to now, that's for sure.
Right.
Yeah, no,
my dad's a big time NASCAR fan, and like he collects antiques and shit. And then he collects, not only is he, so those two things go together. So he collects regular antiques of like bottles and shit, and then he collects antiques of NASCAR too. So it just.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we got a lot of shit, bro. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a job. You don't need a hat, bro.
So how long do you think it's gonna take you to do all that shit?
I don't see myself getting done with it today. I mean, not only do I got to do that, but then she's got my mom. Like he's not technically paying my mom to do that room. She's just supposed to do that along with it. But she's gonna like clean the cabinets and fucking clean our shower and all that shit. Like, so she needs the money, so whatever.
I watch races for the crashes.
I mean, I like NASCAR, but I only like the last 10 laps of NASCAR. I can't sit there like he does and watch it for 3 hours and nothing happens. You know what I mean? Like they're just passing each other very slowly, and as I like, man, I can't watch it for 3 hours. Like holler at me, in the last 10 laps, because I mean I like to watch it. I keep up with the standings and in the championship and shit, but like I don't I can't watch it. I can't watch it that long.
Well, if they're at a super speedway, I like watching the first 10 laps and then come back near the end.
Yeah, like, what we do, I mean, even he's got, I mean, used to now, I mean, like, now it's different if I go to a race, because I've been to probably 15, 20 races in my lifetime, NASCAR races, and, now it's different then, because I can sit and watch it the entire time, because it's loud as fuck, and,
Right.
And it's not, on TV it looks like they're in slow mo, so it doesn't, but when you're there in person, when they pass you, you can't even tell who's who. That's how fast they're going.
Yep. I've been to a few of them myself at MIS. I mean, they're racing out there this weekend, NASCAR races. They're in Michigan. But yeah, you're right, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, dude, and it's intense when you watch them in person as compared to watching them on TV, but favorite thing to watch this and goes not necessarily NHRA, because they're I like to go to, we've got local drag strips like George Ray's and the fucking speedway going into Tennessee, Great River Road. And
Bristol?
Man, I mean, no, Great River Road is what it's called.
Oh.
But hell, like we used to take the 57 over there, man, and they have scheduled races, and then you can just pull up, and they'll pair you up with whoever gets pulled up beside you. My dad raced a fucking they put up a fucking Honda Civic up against my dad's 57. That's just because of the way it was paired. And he was like, man, I don't know if I can take it just because of how light it is. I mean, well, he took it, but I mean, it's pretty cool, man, because you get to see the variables. You know, you get to see what can outrun what. You know, people in pickup trucks get up there and race and shit. It's fun.
No, Junior's still racing, Batman. I'm curious. Why? When will you have him crazy? Or hell, I don't know.
Junior is my dad's favorite of all time. I mean, well, not all time. He's a senior fan, but obviously he's dead. So, nah, he ain't retired, man. He ain't really doing worth the shit, man. Last year he was doing pretty good, man. He was actually doing really good last year, but you know, he still got, you know, stumped out of the fucking. Last year he still had Jeff Gordon to compete against, and I don't really like Jeff Gordon, but I mean, he's still a hell of a driver.
Yeah, he was. He was.
But now, you know, now Gordon's gone, but I mean, he's still got Jimmy Johnson to deal with, and fucking, I mean, well, I won't throw Kyle Busch in there because
Joey Logano and
Joey Logano.
Harvick.
Yeah, Kevin Harvick is my favorite. That's my favorite driver. You know.
Carl Edwards.
I don't like Carl Edwards, man. He looks like a fuck. Carl Edwards is a big dumb retard or something, man. Fucking like 6'5" doing backflips off cars and shit. Like, come on, man. You know. But I mean,
parachute pants. You can't touch this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's but it's. I mean, you know, I'm more into UFC than I am anything.
Huh?
I said I'm more into UFC than I am anything, which I haven't been watching lately. Ain't really been that many good fights on lately, but if somebody will ever fucking step up and fight Conor McGregor, that'll be a hell of a fight. But every time he fucking gets, you know, scheduled to fight somebody, they always pussy out somehow or another.
I'll fight him.
If they pay you a shit ton of money to get in the ring with him, I would too. But I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna get in the ring and whoop Conor McGregor because
no, I didn't say that.
That ain't gonna happen.
I'll just fight him. I mean, I'm gonna get my ass beat, but just pay me.
Yeah, I mean, even the guy that loses, I still think. I mean, in UFC, and the guy that loses, it's like 25,000, 30,000.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, when the bell rings, I'm just gonna go up there and tap him. I'm done. Give me my check, man. I'm out.
I want to see I want to see Money Mayweather get his little ass in a fucking UFC ring. That's all he keeps talking about is how he's gonna, how he can dominate the UFC. Motherfucker, you're just a boxer.
In boxing only, though. Only in boxing.
You get in the octagon, man, and somebody's gonna beat the shit out of you, and that's just how it's gonna go down.
I know, but he was talking about only boxing in a boxing ring. So, I mean, no mixed martial arts, no takedowns. It was just a straight-up boxing match.
Well, but here lately, man, he's been kind of talking about how he still thinks he would dominate in that sport as well. You know. And the only person I have to give credit coming from another sport into the UFC is Brock Lesnar, because everybody thought he was going to be a joke because of how big he was, and he was a professional wrestler, and everybody knows that's fake. But that dude come into UFC and dominated, bro, and just, man, I mean, well, he got his ass whooped his very first match, but that was just because Frank Mir tapped him out,
Right.
That's not really an ass whooping. That's,
yeah, but didn't McGregor lose to Daz?
Who?
His last name is Daz?
Diaz?
Yeah.
Nah. The last scheduled fight I think they had was. See, he had a fight. There was a rumor going around. See, the last guy he was scheduled to fight broke his foot, and then there was a rumor going around that Conor McGregor broke his own foot with a ball peen hammer, and said that he would still get in the ring and fight, which was bogus as shit. But he did make the statement: the next person that I'm scheduled to fight, whatever their excuse is, I'm going to match it and still challenge them to get in the ring. And that's where that That's what that came out. But
I swear
he
that
told
he
Dana White
beat
that he
him.
was going to. I don't think so, man. He's still undefeated as far as I know. I mean, that'd be
No
all
way.
over Facebook if he lost.
No way. I'm going to look at it right now.
If he did lose, I mean, then that just shows you how much I've been paying attention. But
What is Conor McGregor's UFC record?
According to Wikipedia, Conor Anthony McGregor is an Irish professional mixed martial artist who is currently signed to the Ultimate Fighting Championship. Throughout his career, he has competed as a featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight.
He's 19-3.
I'm talking about his professional career is undefeated. Those 3 losses,
Official UFC fighter profile.
And not only that, they go undefeated by his weight class too. So it's not. That's his 19-3 is his overall record. That's how many fights he's ever been in with the UFC, not weight class determined. That's like Anderson Silva. Everybody thought he was completely undefeated, and he wasn't. He was just undefeated in middleweight.
I mean, he's definitely a badass. I'm not going to say that.
No. Yeah, Brock Lesnar had to leave UFC because of his neck, but he also left UFC because of how Cain Velasquez put a giant pussy.
Wait a minute, I thought he's supposed to be fighting next month.
Nah, that big motherfucker ain't never gonna come back, man. He can't.
Yeah, he is.
One slam to the ground, dude, and he'll be dead. His fucking neck is all fucked up. He had to have neck surgery.
Brock Lesnar, UFC, the next scheduled
If he
fight.
comes back, he's stupid. I haven't. Yeah, it was his neck, man. He had to have some kind of neck surgery, and then, but Cain Velasquez is when it put dude. He's because he's doing WWF and shit. But if you look on his face, even in WWF, now that it's just a scar.
He's fighting Mark Hunt in UFC 200.
Well, that's a surprise to me.
Right there.
Oh, wow. Well, I guess he is going to try to come back. He's a dumbass. He's going to fucking die.
Because I was watching the prelims last weekend before they had the pay-per-view, and they're talking about sometime at the end of July or something that he was supposed to come back and fight somebody.
Well, I don't know about Batman. I don't know about that, but I do know that he did have neck surgery. He actually had the neck surgery before he fought Cain Velasquez and lost the title. I don't know about his stomach. I don't know about that. I haven't heard anything about that, but that may also be true. But he did have neck surgery, and that's why everybody was saying in the fight that he was trying to take Cain Velasquez down to the ground as fast as possible and submit him and just ground and pound him because he couldn't. He didn't want to take that chance of him getting him on the ground and hurt him. That's just a bunch of bullshit. It was mainly because he was out of stamina and was getting his ass whooped. That's by far one of my favorite fights, man. You know, because he talked some shit about how he was gonna after he whooped Cain Velasquez, he was gonna go eat a taco in celebration of it and all that shit. And then you get in the ring and try to spear him and all that shit and run yourself out of stamina. And he was rolling over backwards and shit because of how tired he was, falling down and shit because he was so tired. That shit, that fucking gas he put on his face, Cain Velasquez put on Brock Lesnar's face was ridiculously huge. I mean, it was like 2 inches deep and 4 inches wide, man. It's huge.
I mean, he's only 5-3 in the UFC, man.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, he's just Frank Mir. I don't know who the other loss was. He must have had another fight.
Yeah, he beat Frank Mir once and lost to him.
Yeah, he lost his very first fight. His very first fight was Frank
but then
Mir.
he beat him the second time.
Mm-hmm. That was a badass fight too, though, man, because he had Frank Mir underneath his arm, beating the shit out of him, and Frank Mir kept telling the referee, like, nope, I ain't done yet. You know, Frank, badass dude, man. I mean, regardless of him losing, he's still a badass dude.
Is he even in there anymore?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know that. He was doing some kind of TV show or something, but I think they're talking about bringing Kimbo Slice back too, but that's a mistake. I mean, he got embarrassed.
Kimbo Slice is dead.
He's dead.
Yeah, he died the other day ago.
When did he die?
Just shit, a couple days ago. When did Kimbo Slice die?
Kimbo Slice died on June 6th, 2016. Would you like
Oh,
to
wow. I didn't even know that.
Right there, dude. Look at it.
That's crazy.
Oh,
wow.
shit.
The last thing I heard was that he was going to try to come back and do a fight.
Yeah, he was supposed to. He's dead, too, right there. Died June 6th.
Damn. Well. Yeah, because he embarrassed himself, man, when he come back to fucking UFC, or when he come to UFC, he embarrassed himself bad because that little bitty ass dude whooped the shit out of him, man.
I mean, everybody's been dying this last week. Today, Gordie Howe died.
Yeah, I know. And then, Muhammad Ali.
Not yet. Yeah, then right after Muhammad Ali, Kimbo Slice died. Then the assistant coach for the 76ers, his last name was Rookie. He played like 13 years in the NBA. He died. He was 38. And then today, Gordie Howe died.
Damn.
But Gordie Howe was old. I mean, he was really old. He's been having health problems pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what killed him. I'm sure it was steroids.
Oh, it was definitely probably something to do with it.
Isn't that shit wild, though, dude, man?
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So many people, well-known people are going, but...
I mean, especially in a week span.
Well, what I think it is, I think it's just the people... I think it's what I think. You better stop now. Damn it. It don't matter who gets it. It just matters whether it's been gotten or not. Take it now.
What's up, Naya?
What? You want to throw it, man. You won't play with it no more. How about that? Dang. I hate getting on to him, man, but...
Yeah.
Ugh. What's up, Nina?
I don't know. Bree didn't go today. I don't know. I have to find out and let you know. I did not know that. It might be. All right, honey, I will. All right. Love you, bye.
I'd definitely say as big as he was and shit, he probably had damn steroids, like heart problems and shit.
You just got done bathing a dog? Well, that's good. Yeah, I don't know what it was. They still haven't said.
Did you see the fight though? Whenever he first come into UFC, did you watch it?
Say it again.
I said, you see the fight whenever he first come into UFC?
I don't know if I've seen it or not. I don't even know if I've seen the replay. Thank you inviting your fans. Did he get smoked or something?
Yeah, he got knocked the fuck out by a little bitty ass dude with black and pink hair.
Really?
I mean, yeah, and the little dude was nervous as shit. You could tell he was like over there shaking because he was in the fucking ring with Kimbo and done seen all his videos and shit. And Kimbo rushed him, man, and backed him up into a corner, and he knocked Kimbo smooth the fuck out. I mean, laid him out.
Probably all that adrenaline was scaring the shit out of him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the dude was a pretty decently known fighter, but he laid his big ass out, man. Left him sleeping in the ring.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's like getting
you know,
a cat caught in the corner, man. It's going to fight back. I mean, it's going to be scared to death.
Yeah, I mean, but that right there, you know, everybody was talking about, like, that just goes to show you, you know, these weight classes, FC, really don't mean shit. You know, you talk about, oh, well, if you were in my weight class, blah, blah, blah. Nah, that don't mean shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Listen, anybody get their ass beat at any given time, especially if somebody, you know, gets off a nice shot to the jaw or something. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, man, shit. You know, even a little bitty ass dude jumps up and punches you right on the damn chin or whatever. If it hits you right, you're going down.
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Live, man. That's what I've been wanting to do is go to.
Thanks for becoming a fan. I got you.
They're always so far away from mine. I mean, like, the closest one I think that comes to me is like St. Louis. St. Louis is like, I don't know. St. Louis is like 260 something miles from me. So I don't know. They might fight in Memphis. I don't know. They used to fight in Memphis. But
what are you even talking about?
I was talking about going and watching a fight live. I was saying that there's really the closest place would be with St. Louis, because I mean they used to fight in Memphis, Tennessee, which is closer than that to me, but I don't think they fight in Memphis no more because the Pyramid isn't an auditorium no more.
What about in Little Rock?
Well, Little Rock's farther than Little Rock to me is farther than St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Go on now.
What are you on?
I'm on the phone.
YouNow?
Yeah, go on, dude. My nephew and my mother's here, so they're. Hey, look, when we're cleaning, y'all ain't gonna be doing this. I'm gonna be knocking y'all out left and right, bro. Here, Craig, you wanna say hi to my mom?
Sure.
Hold on. Here. This is Craig. He's a friend of mine. Can you hear him?
Hello, Mom. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you. What's up, Bruno? That's cool. How long is she in town for?
Well, she only lives like 2 miles from me.
Oh.
She just come out here to help.
I didn't know it was just 2 miles. I thought maybe she lived farther away.
Yeah. She ain't that far. She ain't my stepmom. You bring some cigarettes?
That's the one that gave birth to him.
Yeah. She gave birth to me a long time ago.
I know this, oh man. If I didn't know this, would I know this? No, I
he's
wouldn't
from
know
Michigan.
this.
Friend from the internet.
Did you say your cousin was there? Your little cousin or your nephew or something?
Yeah, my nephew, my sister's one of my sister's kids.
Gotcha.
Her third kid.
What do you all live in proximity of each other?
Well, they live in the town I told you to look up whenever I told you how far it was, like Haytime, Missouri. That's only like 2 miles east of me. So it's not that. That's where we go to get all of our like groceries and shit. So it's not that far. You know, like I said, I mean, I see them all the time. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say that, but I mean, I normally don't really go very much. I don't go to town very much. I mean, unless it's something I got to do or a job or something like that, then I go. I'm a stay-at-home daddy for the most part, man.
Who picks up the groceries?
Oh, I mean, well, either my dad, whenever he comes in from his job, he'll either bring in a few things to keep us tied over until the weekend, and we'll go to the store on the weekend, or
Gotcha.
Or if it's gotten so bad that we really need to just go to the store, we'll go whenever he gets off work.
So they deliver pizza out where you live?
No, they don't deliver pizza.
Well, you're fucked, buddy.
I know, man. That's like the worst part. I don't know if I've ever told you this or not, but you know I don't have any driver's license. I don't know if I've ever said that, but
I don't know if you have or not.
that's dude. You know how
if you did, I don't remember. Huh?
I'll be 28 this month, and I got my license taken away from me whenever I was 22. Actually, I hadn't even turned 22 yet. I was 21 whenever it happened.
What'd you get? DUI?
Yeah, no, I got a DWI. But here's the thing, man. Here's how Missouri screwed me over. Okay, when I was 17, it was like it was like April of the year that I was 17, and I got pulled over and I drank a beer. Well, when you're under the age of 18, you're allowed .02. And I blew .03, so they gave me a zero tolerance, is what it was called. Lost my license for 90 days, and I still had to do SATOP and shit, you know. And so then, whenever I was 19, I got my very first DWI, but I got the consequences of a second DWI. So then, when I turned 22, I got another one. And it was actually my second DWI, but I got the consequences of a third DWI, so I lost my license for 5 years. And then I got caught. Yeah, and then I got caught driving without a license on revocation, and they took my license for another year. So it's actually 6 years total. I'm eligible to get my license back right now, but it's like $3,000 to get them back.
How much?
Like $3,000.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot, bro. And not only is it $3,000, but I have to have that fucking thing installed where I gotta breathe into it. It's got a camera.
My buddy got that.
Yeah,
my buddy got
GPS and shit.
You gotta be home by 6 o'clock and shit at night.
There ain't a curfew on ours, but I mean it's got like I said, it's got a GPS, so that way it can tell if you're going to a liquor store. You know, it's got a camera, it can see you. You know, all that bullshit.
Well, this one doesn't have a camera on his. All he's got to do is whenever things goes off, he's got to blow in it.
And that's the thing, dude. Like, you know, you seen me the other night at the bar. I probably drunk 2 or 3 beers that night.
Right.
And that was the first time I had drank in probably 7 months. And the time before that was like the first time in 2 years. Like, I don't drink anymore just because of that. But that doesn't matter now, you know.
Right.
Not
that shit happen.
Yeah, like the judge told me, because see, each time I done all that, I went in front of the exact same judge. So the
nice
judge
job,
told me he told me if I ever come back in front of him over some driving bullshit, that he's gonna send me for 120 days in the penitentiary. I'm like, oh god. So
you should have just did 120 and got out, man, and had your license.
No. I'm saying if I do something else driving related, that's what's gonna happen to me. The last time I got sentenced to 10 days, but I had wound up doing like 20-something days, like 22 days altogether, because I couldn't get out. So I done like 12 days, and then finally got out. And then when I went back to court, he sentenced me to another 10 days. So, like, damn, man, I just got the fuck out of here. Were you kidding me? You gonna send me back?
Hell yeah.
And then I got caught driving without a license, and you know, whenever the mandatory is 48 hours that you have to do if you get caught driving without a license. And that motherfucker sent me to jail for 5 damn days. I'm like, damn, man, you know, it's only 2 days, and you're gonna throw on an extra 3 days.
Well, you went to hotel, you know.
Like,
you had a nice hotel room. For a few
nice
days.
Hotel room, my ass. You ain't never been to Pembroke County, then. Yeah, there ain't no nice hotel room. Hey, every one of the mats in our county, bro. You know those green mats? You know, they're all ripped and shit. They ain't. You might as well not even get one of them, man.
Yep. Then they give you a fucking blanket. Either you cover up with it or you use it as a fucking pillow. Your choice.
Yeah. Well, see, if you get lucky and you get put in, and the population is down, then you get a bottom bunk. And then you can take the sheet and hang it over the top bunk down, and then that way the lights at nighttime don't bother you. But if you're on top bunk, Then you can't. I couldn't even hardly sleep, bro, because the lights are right in your fucking face, man. They don't turn them all the way off.
I know.
Yeah, we've got the big pods. It's like fucking 16 people. Then on top of that, those are just the bunks, and then they got cots in the fucking day room. So it's a bitch, man.
Well, you're lucky you didn't have to sleep on fucking concrete slabs.
Well, I mean, it wasn't concrete slabs, but it was steel slabs. So
these were made out of fucking concrete, and they had a half of a wall, and they gave you a fucking mat and a fucking blanket. And says,
you're talking about the fucking. That's like in the drunk tank. Yeah, I mean, I've been in.
No, I'm talking about at fucking Dickerson Jail in Detroit.
Oh, that's how all their rooms are? Fuck that.
All of them.
I've also been to Mississippi County, which is Luxora, and them motherfuckers still got the chain gang down there, bro. I'm serious, man. Like if you get put in the drunk tank, you're automatically going to the chain gang. You're automatically having to wake up at 5 o'clock going to work. It don't matter what you did or what your charges was or even if you're getting out that day, they're still gonna put you to work for a day.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, you don't never want to fucking go to jail down there. And they make you do stupid shit too, man. Like busting rocks. Like what the fuck? What kind of work? Well, I mean, what is the point? I mean, if they ain't got a job like going on with the state or the local city, they'll have you outside in the heat or the cold busting rocks.
They don't have you out there picking up paper and shit off the highway?
Hell, shit, no. That's where the trustees get to do.
Yeah, but they're still chain ganged up, man.
Oh yeah, they're still chain gang, but that's what the trustees get to do. They get to go pick up paper and set in air conditioned vehicles. And if you're in the fucking drunk tank, then you're gonna be busting rocks. I mean, you're either gonna be busting rocks or you're gonna be cutting up wood and all. I mean, dude, they it's crazy, a bunch of crazy shit. This shit.
Fucking
and
crazy.
They make you pick up cigarette butts, and then once you get them all picked up, if somebody the last time I was down there, and once you get them all picked up, if somebody wants to be a dickhead and smart off or be a that motherfucker will throw that whole bag, and he will throw every single one of them back out there, and you got to go pick them all up the whole damn time.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, and that's something you don't want to do, especially if you got to go back in that pod at night, because then you're gonna get a blanket party.
Yep.
That's the first. You might as well expect that. You might as well sleep with one eye open.
Fucking beat them with the fucking soap, man. Beat them with the fucking soap, man, right in the middle of their chest as you tie them down.
They don't, man. Hey, these dudes down there, bro. They wouldn't even use soap, bro. They saved grapefruits and put them in there and beat you with grapefruits. Yeah. I
seen it done with soap. I've seen it done with soap, and I mean,
I have to call him.
They would put another blanket over his arms and keep his arms strapped down. The guy would put a rag in his mouth and hold it down, and they would just start beating him with the damn the soap. And I mean, there'd be like 5-10 soaps in there.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's wanting us to do that back room, but I told him it'd probably be. Hold on just a second, Craig.
All right. Yeah, they don't mess around, man, in those places. When you make people do extra work because you did something stupid, you're going to pay for it. One way or another, you're going to get paid bad.
Oh, well, you going to be able to come out tomorrow?
Well, I'd like to do that maybe on a Monday.
Well, it ain't, I mean,
no,
it ain't going
that's just prison justice right there.
But all he said was, half the refrigerator cleaned off. In the kitchen, in the cat, in the bathroom, and the shower. I mean, in that room, of course, but I mean, we ain't gonna be able to do that room.
Vigilante jail justice.
I'm gonna call him whenever I come in there.
He may have that Murphy's oil. I didn't see no.
Well, man, I'm gonna get off here and help her and get this stuff done. I'll probably catch up with you a little later on.
All right, man. I'll talk to you. Have a good day.
All right, man. Catch you later.
You too. Yeah, it's good old vigilante jail justice is what happens there. They don't care if you make a mistake and they just punish you, but if they punish everybody else, you bet your sweet ass that you're going to be paying for it. Ain't no lie. That's right. That's right. It's just the way it is, man. I mean, that's how people learn not to keep continuously messing up. Especially when it's interfering with you. Yeah, anything's open here. Sure is. Talk a little bit of everything, man. Jail, prison, whatever. Politics, sports. It don't matter. Yeah, man, I'm tired. Jay, what's up, JKB? How are you? Doing all right? What's up, Maddie? How are you? Man, I'm fucking too busy doing shit. Fucking 2:30 in the afternoon. Fucking rolling up cigarettes right now, man. And after that, who knows? You know? I'll get enough sleep when I'm dead, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. When I'm dead, I'll get enough sleep. Josh is probably walking home from school. Bree had a half a day, and so did Rachel, so they're probably out there doing whatever. So yeah, that's up with that. They still got school Thursday. This coming Thursday is their last day. And then they don't go back till like September 9th or something. So yeah. They don't got many days left. I'm sure they're already out down there where you're at. I think a lot of places they're already out. For the most part. And yeah, I mean, they go back like the 9th or something of September, and they get out like second week in June every year. It's the way they do it here, man. But they get a lot of time off, you know. I mean, they'll get a spring break, a midwinter break. I mean, a week here and a week there. What's up, Rescue One? How are you? How are you? Yep. Truth. At least I think so. I agree with that. Damn. Fucking machine pissing me off today. Yeah, they get a lot of time off, man. 2 weeks for Christmas and, day or two before, holidays and shit they get off. But yeah, you're right. Actually, I think they go like 190 some days of school out of the year. The rest of the time is, vacation time for summer and a week here and a week there and da 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 da. So yeah, maybe it's a little bit more than 190 days, but it's not much. Right. Unfortunately, people get sick and stuff, so, that's not counting if they're sick or you have a family emergency or whatever, where they can't be there. This thing is really starting to piss me off for some reason. Can't do what I wanted to do. Yep, that's true. Exactly right. There's some things are out of your control. Absolutely. Yep. My kids, they seem like they always get at least strep throat once a year, you know what I'm saying? At least once. Then it goes through the house. This year, we're lucky. Usually the flu goes through here at least once. But that didn't happen this year, which is just good. Hello, how are you? Other than that, it's just basic shit, Yeah, but it's actually, they could miss like 10 days or something. And then they'll start sending you a notice home saying, hey, state law requires that your child's supposed to have this many days, but that never happens to us. I know people that it has, but it never happened to us. What's up, Luke? How are you? Yeah, then the state gets involved, man. Actually, the police gets involved, and then they send it down to the county attorney. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm great, though. Thanks for asking. Really? I don't know, maybe Michigan's just so fucking lenient on things it's not even funny. That's the problem here. We need to be a little bit stricter, but that is 10 days unexcused absences. But if you have doctor's notes, you can even miss more than that, as long as they're from a doctor, and then they'll be excused. But without a doctor's, it's like 10 days. what the doctors know it's like it's almost like waved away. You know, it doesn't really exist because you got a doctor's note saying that, yep, you know, this child was here for this reason and that reason. Damn it. Yeah. Well, you know what happens here, right? If you, it's the rowing machine. If you get in a fight here, if you're in like high school, they take you down to the city jail and they call your parents. Then you have to go to court and the judge fines you the first time $100. Parents have to pay $100. Second time is $500. Third time you're expelled. I remember being in school. I mean, I got my share of care, just like everybody else probably has. Nothing ever happened. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the way things are nowadays. I think oh wow. Last time, I'm sitting there reading yours. I think they're just trying to stop the violence, which I get. So it scares the kids to not fight by scaring them like, hey, your parents are going to have to pay this if you get in trouble. Racism. That's the problem with society right now. It's racism. On all fronts. Everything from bashing gays and lesbians, transgenders, to hating people of opposite colors. You name it. Because then the kids are getting bullied. Yep. Sure it is. Absolutely is. How isn't it? I don't care. It's still a hatred thing. You could call it bigotry, fine. To me, it doesn't matter. As long as if you're still attacking another human being for what they are, it's irrelevant to me. Okay, so it's not a race, but you're still attacking somebody because of what they are. Either skin tone, religion, sexual orientation. You know what I'm saying, though? I mean, I get what you're saying. Yes, it's not a race, but you're still attacking somebody, though. I get what you're saying. So, I mean, I think that's the biggest problem, if you ask me. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're attacking me about your sexual orientation, your skin color, your religion, if you smoke. I mean, it's just, you know how many times I get ridiculed on here because I smoke? I understand it's bad. I mean, I get it. But I don't need you to tell me that. I already know that. I mean, that's why I come out, pretty stern when people mention it. I was like, yeah, please, don't ever start smoking. Don't ever do it. Don't be stupid like I was in the 80s. I mean, it's a bad choice. Yeah, individual choice, but it's still wrong. But you get crucified for smoking, but some guy can sit in here and be drinking a beer or smoking a joint, and that's cool. I don't know. Maybe that's the word I should have used. Hate crime and race problems, yeah. Maybe that's the lack of a better word that I came up with. Sure. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's a bunch of problems, but it just comes around like, a few different things then. It's not just a race thing, but, cops fucking being targeted. But to me, if you bunch them all together, yeah, you can separate them if you want. But it's still coming down where people are discriminating against other people for whatever the reason is. I don't know, man, if it is or isn't. I'm just saying that is a big problem alone by itself. You know, I mean, people are afraid when Arabic people come around. I mean, I know you know this, Stonewall. I said at the time before, probably more than that. I mean, I live 3 miles from the largest Arabic city in America called Dearborn, Michigan. Anybody can Google it. When those people start like coming towards our city, you watch people's expressions. They actually walk away because I think they're terrified that they're going to fucking blow them up. And that's not the case at all. Right. I know. That's the problem. I don't got a problem with it. Because I got half nieces and nephews that are half Muslim. My niece married a Egyptian. I got nieces that are half white and black. These are the best people I've ever been around with. Some of them are better than white people, believe it or not. When we have birthday parties and get-togethers on that side of the family, they're better than, I'd rather talk to them than my own color. And I'm just saying, I mean, but you got bad in everybody. You know, there's bad everywhere. What is most serial killers? What color skin are they? White. Middle-aged white guys. That's most mass murders that happened back in the day. Ted Bundy and the Son of Sam and Zodiac Killer. They're all fucking white people. White males. You don't see any black people in there? Yeah, black people shoot themselves. They shoot each other. White people just go out and fucking just murder people, you know? But as far as Islam, you got bad apples in everywhere. And most Islam people don't agree with what ISIS does. I mean, that's not called from religion, man. That's just called for people. It's fucking stupid in their fucking head. They want to use religion as a ploy. I don't know about that, man. You might want to check it again, because I tell you, the black race is starting to really creep up real close to us, if not already have. There's more black people that live in my Detroit metro area than anywhere else in the state of Michigan. I get you that. But we're out 2-1 here. Because, I mean, we have, in our county, we have Detroit, we have Mexican town, which is all Mexicans, we have the Arabic town, and then you have the whites and everybody else mixed in on the western side of the county. Well, the ones that I know do. The ones that I know, personally, is absolutely beside themselves about it. I mean, I don't know a lot. I just know that family. My nieces and nephews' parents, and then their extended family. And I mean, I heard them say it. We talked about it. I mean, it's just, maybe there's a little bit of hate in everybody, I guess. I got you. Maybe there's a little bit of misunderstanding and hate with other people, though, too, I think they should be able to do what they want. If you click on my profile, you'll see LBGT friendly here. They get the right to live. They get to do what they want. They shouldn't be judged because of what they decide to do. It's not affecting me. It's not affecting you. At least I don't think it should. I mean, I got a wife and 3 kids. I mean, that's just the way I choose to live my life. What if transgender and gay and lesbian was the fad of life as we know it now, but being heterosexual didn't seem right? So that means I would be in the group where they are, being, ridiculed and crucified because I like women. Food for thought. Just like if, 200-300 years ago, we didn't wear clothes. Okay? You came out of the womb and you were born that way and we didn't wear clothes. Society wouldn't care what you were looking like. Man and female would be walking down the street and we wouldn't be gawking because we'll be like, that's what we're used to. But when we're not used to something, it becomes a problem. Well, I know. No, I get it. I get it, but I'm just saying, what's going on here? But we're so set in trends that we don't know anything else, and that's the problem. We get set such in a certain way, and nothing changes. We don't like change. We want everything to stay the same. And when you start changing things, it makes people nervous. Just like when the Supreme Court ruled about, the gay and lesbians. What happened? Everybody started freaking out that wasn't for it. Because that's not what they're used to. What is this shit? Graduation at Bree School at 7 p.m. tonight. And I agree with you on that one too, Batman. I mean, I have a couple of nieces that are adults that are lesbians. And I learned a lot from them, trying to understand it. Now, if you would have asked me 10 years ago about this, you probably would have got a different answer. I mean, I'm 46. So, I was taught the old-fashioned way from the Bible that, a man and a woman gets married. You don't lay with a man and a man or a woman and a woman. But what I tried to explain to my mom just yesterday, matter of fact, on the phone about my niece that's dating a black man, she's set in her ways because, she's 74, 75 years old. She doesn't see it that way. And I try to explain to her the way that I'm explaining this to you that, yes, I see what you're saying, but times have changed. This is 2016, man. Half the year's already gone. It's going to be 2017 very soon. Things are different. And, yes, the younger people, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, they adjust with it a lot more easier than the older people. In time, when people like me and older people die off, you're not going to have this problem. You won't have it. Unless there are some really, really diehards that, is against it, but you're going to have the majority of the people accepting it. Well, I know. Yeah, she's out there talking to her mom. This week here, it's been really crazy, I'll tell you why. Rachel's birthday was on the 6th. My anniversary is on the 7th. Joshua's birthday is on Saturday. We got a party on Sunday. Plus, I've been fixing the vehicle basically during that whole time. So this week's like really been crazy. They're probably trying to. I just got the vehicle running for her and stuff, so they're probably trying to figure out what they got to get for the party now, and it's just, you know. Anyways, you're always going to have diehards. Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know what's right, guys. That's just my opinion. You know, I mean, I can't change society. Yeah, I work for General Motors. I can't change society, you know, the way people think. I can only do what I gotta do. I mean, you can't just go around and say it's your way or no way, you know. I'm one person, one vote. That's all I can say. But that's just my opinion. Everybody has one. I mean, it's like assholes. Everybody's got one. So, I don't know what the answer is. I don't know how to solve the problems. I mean, sometimes I feel like I could, but people think maybe sometimes that my opinion is way out there more than their own. So, you know, you're going to have people disagree with you regardless on what front it might be. So, you're never going to get everybody on the same page. That's just the way it is. People are built differently. Why do you do broadcasts? Normally I don't come on till between 8 and 9 o'clock every night because I got your back. Because I work so much during the day. By the time I get home, it's an hour ride. My daughters are in cheerleading, competitive cheerleading, so there's always something going on with that. You know, yard work, whatever. Eat, take a shower, relax for a little bit, then I, you know, come in here. I don't know. I just enjoy. Actually, my daughter's the one that turned me on to this. She kept bugging me about broadcasting with her. I'm like, man, I don't want to do that stuff. So she was with me for a while, and I kind of grew on me a little bit, and then it just went on from there. And I just enjoy talking to people. That's why, like I say, when you come into my channel, it's, you know, talk about whatever you want. I mean, I believe in the First Amendment right that everybody should be able to say what they want to say up to a point, you know, where as long as you're not attacking anybody, you know, personally, feel free to say what you want in here. That's the way I look at it. So, with that being said, we talk about different topics in here all the time. I mean, it could be anything from people feeling like they want to commit suicide to people that are, what do you think about gay and lesbians and stuff like that, like this here, politics, Trump, sports, you name it, whatever. It's whatever comes up, we talk about. Yeah, Rachel trying to it, and then, yeah, I know. Well, she got hooked on this Instagram stuff, and I mean, I guess there's all kinds of stuff you can do with that, chat rooms and DM, I don't know. She does come in here, though, still. She'll get up here once in a while. I don't have any. No quarrels whatsoever. Well, hey, Maddie, how are you? Listen, Founding Fathers put that stuff out there, and I followed to a T. Right to a T. I had a guy on here that was absolutely the most disgusting person that I ever guessed it or had in my chat room. His name was Jayhawk. He is one of the most bigoted people. He calls himself a white nationalist. So white European nationalist. That's what he said. And man, he cut down everybody, including the white people, believe it or not. But I mean, he hated everybody. Jews, black people. I mean, it didn't matter, you know. I mean, this guy has a problem. He wants the world to be segregated. He wants white people in this area, black people here, Chinese here, you know, Muslims here. No interacting with each other, no breeding with each other, as he would call it. The guy was just a despicable, man, human being. Fine, he wants to preserve the white race. That's okay. We're going to survive, okay? It's okay. But he believes that, you know, mixing races and stuff like that, eventually the white race is going to die. Man, this guy's fuck 3 ways a Sunday. Excuse my language, but it's true. What's up, Brace Face? I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the answer is, guys. I mean, it's just my opinion and my opinion only. So I've been wrong a few times, but come to find out I was only mistaken. So that makes me feel better. Get him! Get him! Get him! Well, I don't know. Maybe you're right. Well, that's what they're saying. That's what he was trying to say, but you know. But does it really matter? I mean, all it is a skin tone, man. Pigmentation. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I mean, it should. Who cares? Maybe it'd be the new black and white will be the new brown. No, you're fine. I mean, I get it. It's your opinion. That's okay. I mean, I agree with you that you have the right to speak your mind too, and I'm all for that. I really am. But we all bleed the same color. I mean, we all have the same parts. I don't know. Maybe as I got older, I have changed. I used to be a firm believer of things like that. That listen, you don't sleep with different races. You stay with your own. It doesn't mean you can't be friends with them at that time, the way I was thinking. But you just stay with your own, and you have children with a white male or a white female, and you don't lay down with a male and a male. But maybe things that changed for me in the last 10 years because I totally reject that side of me. I think that was actually a bad side of me that thought of that, and maybe I was part of the problem too. Being the way that I was. I probably didn't help matters. But if everybody that had that would either A, keep it to themselves, or if they're a firm believer, then speak your mind. But, you're going to get some bad feedback from it, from other people, though, too. So, I mean, what you talk about is what you're going to get back, though, too. So, I'm not saying I'm right, guys. Trust me. I'm far from thinking that I'm right on this, but I'm just saying as a human being, I mean, I have changed personally. And I think I changed for the good. At least I like to think that I did. And this guy that I talked to before, he doesn't think that I'm right. I mean, he thinks I'm an idiot. Because I didn't believe that what he was saying to be true to me. So, whatever. It is what it is. Well, you know what? Yeah, Europe, I agree. Europe is getting run over by the immigration problems because they're allowing it. They're allowing it. I mean, the German Chancellor, Merkel, she's allowing that to happen in Germany. But who am I to say it's right or wrong for her to do it or not to do it? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I believe that we're all people. But, if Germany stands to a toll from the people there that, don't have intercourse with these people, then I don't think that Germany would turn to a Muslim state. At least I don't think so. No, absolutely not. No. I mean, I mix with both because, like I say, actually everybody, because my niece is going to be marrying a black guy, which is fine with me. I got a niece that's married to a Muslim. So, I hang around Muslim, blacks, whites, not Chinese or Japanese so much. It's not because I don't want to, it's that I don't really know any. I got some Jewish friends, and I got a couple Mexican friends. But, no, I don't think it's wrong because you want to hang around with a certain group of people. I think everybody, for the most part, would probably choose their race over any other. To be honest with you, black people hang around more black people than they do white or any other race. They hang. So, no, I don't think that's a negative thing at all. I really don't think so. I think that's just your preference. If you're at a KK meeting and you're fucking burning a cross and you're wearing white, costumes and shit, then I would say, yeah, that might be a little bit of a problem, as far as me, but not as far as you. You can do what you want. That's your right. But to actually say you would rather hang with white people? Absolutely not. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you prefer. That's what you want to do. There's nothing wrong with having pride in that. White people Well, I agree. Okay, I understand what you're saying. And yes, we shouldn't have to be suppressed as a white race either. We should be happy for who we are and be able to say, white pride, white lives matter. But the problem with that is, you already know it. Groups of people that kind of rule the world for a long time and still continually do, it's basically the white people, you know what I'm saying? So, and supposedly we're the ones that cause slavery and all this hoopla, which actually, if you know anything about slavery, it wasn't the fucking white people that sold the blacks. It was the African American people in Africa was selling them to the white people. So to say that we slaved them, we didn't really slave them. The Africans were selling them, We bought them. Was it right? I'm not saying that it is. But what I am saying is, if they didn't take these people and sell them, they would have never became slaves, right? Food for thought. So we're not the ones that did it. And who's the one that freed them? White president? Absolutely. I don't know. Give me a minute, Slick. Well,
What are you doing right now?
I'm not.
Are you live?
Yeah!
You're live?
Yeah, you fucking homo. African warlords, that's right.
Who?
The ones that sold us the slaves.
Yeah. The people...
Where we're talking about how the white people really get blamed for slavery, which, if it wasn't for the African people, which were blacks, selling them to us, there would have been never slavery in the first place.
We would have found some other cheap labor, like
no,
Mexicans.
Get the fuck out of here.
We
You don't know what the fuck you're talking
we slaved
about.
the Chinese. Do you know what the
This guy's a fucking jackass.
Do you know what the
Mexican.
transcontinental...
Tell me, son.
It was
It was a fucking train, right?
Yeah, it was a train.
Yeah.
We made Chinese. We made Chinese people do that shit.
No, Chinese fucking people are doing that to their fucking people in sweatshops.
Okay, but that's not
That's
modern
modern day slavery.
Kroger's is modern day slavery.
No, you should be fucking thankful that you even have a fucking job.
All right, can I ask you a question? Let me ask you this question since you brought
I
this
didn't
up.
bring it up. You read the screen.
Right. Well, let me ask your
Correct?
fans. Let me ask your fans.
There's only one in here right now.
Well, let me ask your fan a question.
Ask him, Luke. His
All right.
name is Luke.
Luke. All right. Let me tell you guys. We're talking about slavery. Okay. The people who built the pyramids, they were slaves. Most people consider, but their leaders gave them alcohol for building the pyramids. So when they would get done with their shift, they would drink, and then, until their shift began again. They were pleased with that.
So how is that being slave when they're being...
How is that?
They're giving them alcohol for their payment.
No, let me ask you
and
this.
they enjoy it.
African slavery, American African slavery. We gave them housing, we gave them food, and we gave them clothes. They lived on plantations, yes, all together, but we gave them housing and clothes and food. Is that slavery? Now, modern day, instead of getting alcohol or food and clothes, they give us what's called money. And this money...
Oh, my God.
This money buys all the stuff they used to be able to give us.
This is the new generation we got coming, guys.
You're saying I'm wrong?
I'm saying
wrong.
you're the new generation.
I'm wrong, though.
What's fucked up.
What I'm saying is wrong.
I don't know if it's wrong or
It's
right, but
not
I don't
wrong.
think...
It's Luke. What do you think, Luke? You know I'm right.
Yeah, that's...
A communist?
Yeah, you
does he
fucking-
even know what communism is? How is
I'm
that
sure
a
he does.
communist? Okay, yeah, I'm a communist.
Why don't you go fucking...
Yeah.
You feel the burn yet? You feel Bernie Sanders? You socialist fuck?
You know what? I'm done. You guys are the lost cause.
No, we're not lost cause. We're just older people that understand shit. That's what I was just fucking trying to say to people. That younger people like you come in and accept things a lot easier than we do. And that's the problem with being 30 years older than somebody. You got your way, I got mine. Fuck you. I'm actually 16. Okay, well, who the hell did I... Let me look. That picture looks like a lot older of a gentleman than 16, but okay. Well, he's 18. Well, he will be Saturday. And, I mean, he's huge into this shit. I mean, he's out there arguing right now with his fucking buddy. Okay, well, I just took for granted it was. I just thought you're a little older, close to my age, but it doesn't matter. I talk to everybody. I respect everybody the same. Everybody that comes in here, I don't care if you're 13, which is loud, up to 70 years old. I mean, I talk to everybody. I believe I could learn something from people that are a lot younger than I am, but not that shit. Not that. Not what he's saying. No, I don't agree with that. He's different. He's not different. He's just what society's going to be like. I'm different because I'm older. Maybe that's really how it is. I don't know. I mean, he believes in less government or no government at all. You know, he believes having a job is, like at Kroger's, let's just say, is slavery because they're paying you next to nothing and they're making tons of money off of what you're doing. Okay, I get that. But this is what happens here, though. You know, I mean, nothing's a handout. So his idea of this is modern day slavery as we know it at its finest, which is fucking crazy talk. But whatever. Well, I mean, sometimes I feel like a slave when I work. I'm not gonna lie, but that's just what I say, far as a bad terminology for it. You know, I shouldn't use that because there are actually people that were. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you always say, "Hey, yeah, man, the man's got me down in slavery." Or not slavery. I feel like a slave for this guy. He's busting my balls, making me do all this shit. You know what I'm saying? All right. But I mean, if you really think about it for a second, though, even though that sounds idiotical, to a certain point, I mean, it does have a little bit of a point. Right.
Alright, so did Luke read the Bible and decide not to call him a communist?
Why would he read the Bible?
I don't know.
Markets adjust to fit consumers' needs. People needs to be taken care of.
You know, people need a grave.
Huh?
People can take care of themselves. And the people that can't take care of themselves, that's why we should have, like, you know, like Social Security and Social
We do have it.
Yeah, you know who came up with that stuff?
Yeah, FDR,
And you know what he was?
a Democrat.
And you know what Democrats are called today?
Yeah.
Socialist communists.
Oh, fuck off.
That's what Luke called me, a communist.
Yeah, you're a socialist. You're a fucking
I-
Bernie Sanders fan.
I hate socialism and communism and capitalism.
You're a Bernie Sanders fan.
No, I'm not.
Who are you?
I'm a me fan.
Oh, yeah.
All of them are shitty. We need Andrew
The
Jackson.
fact that we own private properties enough to show that we are very free.
Oh, they own private property. Is that
We
why,
do.
is
People.
That,
Individuals.
Yeah, but is that why cops get to, you know, not listen to the Fourth Amendment, or, you know, so they can just come in? You know, that freedom's going away very shortly. What do you say though? Are you in a what? Are you in?
I think he's trying to ask you if you're.
An antichrist?
I think he's asking
An
if you're.
anarchist?
Yeah.
An
yeah.
anarchist? No. Small government, limited federal government. Tea Party. There we go. Tea Party's called terrorism, though.
So who are you voting for?
I'm voting for me.
You vote for Trump or Bernie Sanders?
Neither. Hillary got the nomination. Bernie's
Don't mean
out.
shit yet.
Bernie's out.
So who are you going to vote for?
No, I'm not
You're
voting.
a liar.
I'm not voting.
You're a fucking
I'm not
Trump
voting.
supporter, but you don't want to look like an asshole.
No. I like Trump a lot better than Hillary.
Third party, huh?
No, it won't do it. Won't do it. Hillary will become president if there's a third party.
Do you want Hillary as president?
No.
Then vote for Trump.
Well, no.
Then vote for the third party, and then
No.
Hillary will be in there.
I don't want to do neither because both,
Then
both
you're an
options
idiot
aren't the
because
best.
you get the rights to vote. One vote,
Do
one
we?
person.
Do we? Because if Trump didn't get that, what was that magic number? Then he wasn't going to get the nomination. Your vote and their votes don't matter. It's called electoral college, and those people decide who they feel is best to run the country. Our votes are suggestions. Yes, this is true. This is true.
Yeah, stop, man.
Stop?
You're fucking off your rocker, kid.
Stop. So, I'm sorry. I should talk about Beyonce, or I should talk about something that doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop, bro. I ain't pleading the fifth.
Based on decisions on popular vote.
Oh, really? So if Trump didn't get that magic number, then he wouldn't have got the nomination. No. You have to have, and for the Democrats, they have these things called super delegates, and the people in the government, their vote is more important than the regular citizens' vote. So no, it's not based on popular belief like you just said.
That would
It's
have
not
been
true.
the case. Al Gore would have beaten George Bush.
He did. George is a fucking crook like his dad.
Fuck off.
You know it.
No, he's not.
Actually, he's right. Is he? Yeah. He knows.
Fuck this guy here.
No,
this guy's a fucking half
He might be one of the 2% of people who actually decide to look something up. He might be someone who decides to look things up once in a while.
There you go. So you got one supporter.
Don't
fucker.
smoke that. Can cause cancer.
I
It can
know.
cause cancer.
I know. Even being outside in China causes cancer.
The sun causes cancer. Don't go
I'm from
outside.
Germany, and I would vote for Trump because he is so dumb. It would be funny as hell.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't have so many, migrants coming in your country.
Merkel!
If it wasn't for Merkel,
She needs to be hung. She needs to be punished like that white fucking...
The reason why the electoral was
electoral college was established was literate people can vote. But now everybody is illiterate, so we don't need the electoral college.
Well, try to get rid of it. You won't be able to. People like
Illuminati, man.
because it's easier. Don't do that, Fred. It's
Illuminati, man. They already picked their president for us.
Were you
know?
self-embarrassing yourself now?
No, man. I mean, that's the same shit, man. Go listen to Alex Jones some more.
Greg, you don't even know what you have. You have
I know.
also in your country. Where is it? Thank you.
Yeah, no, what do you mean? He's trying to say you got more Mexicans in here than he does Muslims in his country. What's the difference?
Well, I mean, let's look at what's going on. Mexico, this was their country first off. Germany is, you know, Europe, white people, you know, not Muslims. I mean, I don't care where you go, you know, just.
I mean, white people.
Germany is a European country. Europe has white people in it.
Yeah?
America, since there's so many Mexicans here, is because the ones who we didn't kill and send back, we kept for slaves. That's why there's so many Mexicans. Wow, Luke. Wow, that's just great. Well, I think the Indians and Mexicans shared this land because there was, you know that this was a long time ago when the continents were still together.
Yeah.
But there was it's theorized that there's supposed to be this connection with Asia and America where people, and that's where the Indians come from, they think. From Asia, when it was all connected. But the Mexicans and the Indians shared the country.
No, he doesn't broadcast. He just comes in here and rats whenever he fucking feels like
I just
it.
got home. He's a very bright young. See, Luke knows. Luke M knows. He's down. Well, thank you, Luke. No, I mean, it's just, you know, so.
No, because I just realized that he's about the same age as you are.
Who?
Luke is.
Luke M.
But he doesn't believe everything that you're saying, I don't think. Because what I was
Well,
saying,
yeah.
too, he was agreeing a little bit with me, too. So he's kind of on the border. Turn that down to 6.
Well, 6?
Yeah,
Yeah,
my nipples are getting cold.
There you go. There you
Luke,
go.
my name is Marcus. It's just a nickname, but you are welcome. There you go. Hey, listen, I don't got the answers, guys.
Well, I got the answer.
No, you
This
don't.
is the answer. No human system is going to work because people are inherently corrupt and evil and selfish, and no system can ever work no matter how perfect it is. That's the best answer.
And also, here, the thing is, Trump is racist. He just wants to save our jobs for our citizens and don't give them immigration when we have the veterans sleeping on the streets.
Did you say Trump is racist?
Yeah, he wants to just basically keep all the jobs for the people here. But and again, we got veterans that are sleeping on the streets.
Well, if, you know, all the factory jobs didn't go overseas to, you know, countries that didn't have labor laws, maybe we would have jobs here. Here, this is the problem. Business, they want money. And when you have a factory or somewhere where you have to pay employees, you don't do it in countries that are developed because they have laws. You can't work Americans like very long hours, and you can't pay them shit like you can pay these other people in other countries. The reason they go to China is because their government abuses their people, and they have no labor laws there. They can work for pennies a day and get shit treatment and stay and just basically live their lives in these factories. That's where your jobs are going. It's not the fucking Mexicans. It's the Chinese people. It's because of people who are in the corporate world. That's why it's like that. That's where your jobs are going. And there's plenty of good jobs like, you know, science or physics. But that's no jobs Americans want to do because Americans are too fucking stupid to find their own ass. You know, they would rather have a job at Taco Bell than become a fucking paleontologist or someone. I mean, you know,
Do you think that currency should be abolished completely? Money?
I mean, the trading system, that used to work, but it's not as efficient as having money. But the problem is with currency is that people value that higher than, say, human lives. Or they value money more than they value other things. And that's why they kill people for money. That's why you rob for money. You sell drugs for money. It's because when there's something out there that can get you basically the whole world, because when with money comes power, and everybody craves power. It's just really the way that we look at money. Nothing's evil inherently. It's just the power that we give it.
Agree, but when I personally know immigrants that work at a steel mill, driving Cadillacs, and living in the big houses.
Well, it's not like we don't have jobs here. We just have jobs people don't want to do. No one wants to do manual labor work on a fucking farm. Everyone wants to be inside an air conditioner and, do shit like that. I mean, there are plenty of jobs. Just people do not want to do them.
To be fair, Chinese workers keep products cheap.
They keep them cheap because their employees get paid shit. I mean, their employees get paid pennies a day. That's why.
What's going on?
No, I totally agree with him as far as Americans don't want to do certain jobs. I totally agree there. But what I don't agree with is how people are labeling this as an only Mexican thing. That they're just because he said that he was wanting to build a wall down there, they're labeling it as only Mexicans, that he's racist against Mexicans. And it's not just Mexicans. It's immigrants from all countries.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when, we're struggling for jobs as it is, the people that actually want to work and having a hard time getting jobs, you look at New York City, you look at California, the big cities, and you go by, the majority of those people are veterans that have come back from war, even the older people that are having to sleep on the streets because they can't get a decent job that's going to support their family. You got veterans that, if you went to work at, they require a certain job to provide for their family, and they just can't do it. They can't find it. And then you also have, like I said, I know personally friends of mine that are not legal citizens here in this country that have extremely good jobs. I mean, driving Cadillacs with big rims on it and living in big houses, and they're not legal here. And they're friends of mine. I'm not racist. They're friends of mine, and they're going to be friends of mine, and regardless of what happens.
They get thrown back to their country.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. It's nothing against them personally.
Right.
It's just against the fact that, I feel like if you want to be a citizen of this country, if you want to live here, if you think our country is so great, then you need to go through the legal things that you have to do to become part of our country, and it's as simple as that. And then you got people at protests waving, like I told you that one time, you got people at protests waving Mexican flags and other flags from other countries. Well, look, if you're going to get out here and protest that and wave your flag, if your country was so great, why don't you go back there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to be brutal, man, but it's the truth. Like, you're over here in our country protesting rights that you don't have because you're not a citizen, and you're waving a flag from another country. Go your ass back there. We don't give a damn. You know? It's not going to make me no difference whether or not you're here or not. It's not going to change my life. But it is what it is. It hurts my feelings when I see people that are fighting and dying so that the actual citizens can have rights and have places to live and live in freedom, and they have to sleep on the street. That is terrible, man. That means that America is the people in America are shitty. If we're allowing the people that are dying for us and going to war for us to sleep on the concrete and be cold at night, that is the saddest thing I can fucking possibly think of, man.
Yeah, and that's the problem. People in the U.S. want to do easy jobs. Men, there are people in your country who earn 1,000 times more than a normal worker, and you're bashing on the poor. Laugh out loud.
No. He says, no, you're saying you will give a damn when people from other countries will not buy your stuff no more. No, I won't. I won't give a damn. It won't make me no difference. You understand what I'm saying? America has the capabilities to produce every single, everything is made from Japan, made from I don't need all that shit. You know what I'm saying? If I had to give up my cell phone, my computers, my TVs, and all that shit so every homeless veteran had a house and a car, I'd do it. That's just me. I would do it. It's not that important to me. Yeah, I like having a TV. I like having a cell phone. I like having electronics and other things that come from other countries. But if it meant giving somebody a home and a job and a car and getting those people off the street, so be it.
You would give a damn when people from other countries would not buy your stuff anymore.
What yeah, but here's what I want to know. What exactly does America, what big thing does America sell to any other country? We buy from other countries. We get import from everything.
He's from Germany, though. This guy you're
Yeah.
talking to is from Germany. Yeah, then
If we didn't send our military to other countries wouldn't fucking exist. Are you kidding me, bro? Everybody, all these countries rely on America to come save their ass. If it wasn't for America, where do you think the people in Iraq and the people in Afghanistan, the actual good people there, where do you think they would be if we didn't step in over there? They'd be buried in a fucking hole somewhere. Not only that, if we didn't go over there and stop that, then we would have people coming to us. Your country would be one that would be getting invaded by the same people. Those people are out for world domination. They're not just targeting the United States of America. They're out after world domination. But we actually had the balls to step in and say, all right, we're going to put a stop to this before it gets out of control. You see what I'm saying? I didn't see Russia. I didn't see Germany. I didn't see Japan take a foot and step in over there and say, hey, look, man, you guys are getting out of control, and if you don't stop, we're going to end you. You know, America did that. America's going to do that. We've always done that. Fact still remains is it's a man-to-man combat. It's never going to go to a nuclear war, because if it does, then everybody's going down. Everybody's got nuclear weapons. It can't go to that. They know
you're not
that. We
saving
know
nothing,
that.
and you're not saving the world.
How are we not saving the world? Explain to me how are we not saving the world by stopping a terrorist organization that is out for world domination? How are we not? How are we not the ones that done it? Was Germany there? Was Russia there? Was Japan there? It is what it is, man. You can say what you want to, but when you talk military talk, you need to talk to me, because it's as simple as that, man. If we didn't go over there, say for instance, if we didn't go over there and they come over here and they wiped out the entire United States of America, where do you think they're going to go next?
Europe. They're already starting to fucking blow Europe up.
Not to mention, you've got I'm not going to say, I hate to say it, but you've got millions of people that are in the United States of America. The ones that they didn't kill would be forced to either die or fight with those people. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people me personally, I'd die. I'm sorry, but I'd die before I ever fought with them. Sorry, motherfuckers. But there's also people that don't think like me, and you think about the army that they would gather by wiping us out. So,
there's a couple comments for you there.
Tell me, who do you think? Why do people in the East hate you? Well, I find that funny. Not everybody in the East, Middle East, hates us. We created schools. We created jobs for people. If you've seen some of the stuff that I've seen, if they hate us so much, then how come you see military soldiers out playing soccer with those people and teaching them the things that we do the best, and making them a civilization to where they can defend themselves? You think they hate us for teaching them how to defend themselves against terrorists? Also creating schools for their children, businesses for them to work at, and make money for themselves and not be dirt fucking poor.
You don't think ISIS is after you guys either? I mean, look at fucking
exactly
Belgium and
Italy. I mean, look at France, man. I mean, you don't think you think ISIS is after do you understand why ISIS is after us first? Because we're the biggest threat to them. That's the only reason they're after us first. They're not going to go expose themselves in another country and start some shit to where United States of America can come over there and just wipe them the fuck out. They're going to try to take us out first and then go for the rest of the world.
Claiming that he was in Afghanistan.
Oh no, we're not fighting. We're just. This is just a simple discussion. It's. Well, I mean,
see where he said I was in Afghanistan.
Well, I understand. Here's the thing. There are probably a majority of the people that don't like United States of America, because we did come over there and a lot of innocent people did die. But those people are simplistic. They don't understand the bigger picture. All right, if we didn't come there, their whole race of their children, their wives, their brothers, everything, all their family would have been gone. The only people that had still been living was the people that wanted world domination. So you understand that America, maybe we didn't save them all, but we saved some, okay? And by saving some, we sacrificed a lot of our own. And by doing that, you don't understand what that means to America. You know,
Man, that's wrong. That's not true, man, he said.
How is it not true? Explain to me how it's not true. Explain to me how they weren't killing their own people. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not revolving my whole statement around that's the only reason we went there. You got to understand that it was also a political issue with oil and several other issues. But the point I'm trying to make is that if we didn't go, if we would have never went over there, okay, all those fucking people would have died, and then you've got a fucking mass terrorist group, and we didn't know where they were going to go. We assumed they were going to come here because they'd already done attacked us, twice? Not including the previous bullshit that we went through with them?
Go ahead and read that.
Alright, you're
You're like the Germans more.
I just don't even know what to say.
What do they do? Have 7 German soldiers there?
Right? Yeah. I mean, you know, that's extremely dumb, man. I mean, that's what you're saying is extremely dumb, because Germany hasn't done shit for them. What has Germany done for them? Other than just stay out of their business. I mean, yeah, okay, stay out of it. Let us handle it our own. Well, you want to do that? I mean, yeah, we could have done that.
Actually, there were 6,000, and we were only there because of you. Oh, because of us. You had to put 6,000 troops there. Holy fuck.
Right?
Oh, boy. That's like 7 compared to ours.
Exactly, man. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
People can, you know, I'm not going to deny, I'm not going to deny that that a United States of America does have issues, and it does, man. I mean,
yeah, he was in the military, my friend.
A lot of it was is a lot of political bullshit. I agree, but what I don't agree with is that we get ridiculed and, you know, talked down to because of trying to do what's right and trying to look out for ourselves and others. You know, I'm not speaking for George Bush. I'm not speaking for political office. I'm speaking for the soldiers that are going over there and dying and doing what they believe is right for other people. You know, not only are they protecting the freedom at home, because if we wouldn't have done it, we would have went to war. They would have come here, and we're not going to let that happen. We're not going to let a war take place in the United States of America. We're gonna step in, and we're going to go balls deep in your country before it comes here. It's as simple as that. Oh, don't get now. Okay, you're saying the people that you talked to while you were there. You can't speak for you're talking a few people, okay? And I'm not gonna sit here and say that there probably wasn't soldiers there that were using those people as target practice. I don't deny that. I'm not denying that. There probably was. There's a lot of crazy people that get accepted into the military. It's real. At the time of that war, the military, the army, any military branch you wanted to go into, you could go into. It didn't matter what the fuck. They were accepting everybody. But now you can't. It ain't like that. You know, there's really high standards on our military right now. But at that time, it was, you know, anybody could get accepted. So I'm not going to say that they weren't just killing people for the hell of it. But you've also got the factor of that a lot of them were immature, a lot of them were scared. If you put yourself in a position to where your life is in danger, and you see somebody walking down the street and it looks like they may have a gun coming out of their damn shirt. I mean, what's your first instinct going to be? Are you going to wait to find out if they got a gun so they can shoot you, or are you just going to shoot them and find out later? You're in war. It's not, hey, man, can we talk about this? Hey, do you got a gun on you? It's like, it's my life or your life. You know, people forget about that, man. They're like, oh, well, it's war. You're supposed to investigate. You're supposed to do this. It's a fucking war. Let's not have a conversation about what we're about to do and then shoot each other. I'm going to shoot you before you can kill me. Plain and simple. You know, that's the word war. But that's just the way I think about it. I mean, if I was there and somebody was, I seen somebody with a gun, I'm going to shoot them, and I'm not going to think twice about it.
Well, I tell you what, I got a couple SWAT sticker knives that my grandfather killed in World War II of the Nazis, bayonets and shit, some German money. He wrote you another little paragraph there,
right? And yeah, why not? Why not discuss it? But here's the thing, man. You're talking about I mean, I'm sorry, but if And this isn't I'm not trying to be discriminative here, but you're bragging about a country that raised one of the most evil men in history. Okay? So I wouldn't go to bragging just yet. Not only one of them, but two of them, because you also, I won't say Joseph Stalin completely come there, but you still got Stalin, and you got Hitler that, you know. So I wouldn't go to bragging about Germany just yet.
And who saved your ass?
Exactly. Where would your ancestors be if it wasn't for the United States of America? Answer that question.
Let's talk about some weapon that was built in 1978. You see that up there?
No, like I said, I wasn't being discriminative, but he's talking about the overall. We're talking about the overall standing of a country. When has another country had to come in and tone us down and kill some of our people because we had somebody like Hitler, we had somebody like Joseph Stalin coming out of our country? When has that ever had to happen? You see what I'm saying? It hasn't. You know, I'm not saying that the United States doesn't have its faults, but I am saying don't, hold your speech before you go to comparing your country with the United States. You know.
We'll make it a fucking parking lot.
Exactly, right. You know what I mean? I'm not talking. I'm just saying, man. You're talking about, yet again, how are you? I'm not saving the world, but how do you? How do you?
We are one life at a time.
Yeah. I just don't I don't understand your point, man. You're saying that we haven't saved anybody since World War II. And I disagree because thousands of lives have been saved because of the fact that we went to Iraq. I don't necessarily totally agree with all of the reasons why we went over there, but I do agree with the fact that if we didn't go, a lot of people were going to die. A lot of people were going to die, man.
I'm gonna have some fucking bratwurst and sauerkraut tonight for dinner.
So what do you? All right. So I don't know how to pronounce your name, but what would you? All right. So
I think he goes by Marcus. I think is what he said.
It was fine before we came in his house and became the weapons 1978 from your. Oh, yeah. Well, you're right on a certain point that we did create those problems, but don't you feel like that? United States felt like if we created them, it's our job to deal with it. You know what I mean? Osama bin Laden was trained here in the United States of America. He went to college here in the United States of America. Don't you think that we felt a little bit responsible for that issue? Don't you think that if people were going to die because of something that we did, we're going to step in and deal with that issue? I mean, what you just said is all of the more reason why America should have went there, and like we did. I mean, if we created the problem, of course we're going to go there and save the people that are going to die because of the problem and end the threat. You know? No, I'm like I said, and I may come off a little strong when it comes to that subject, but I mean, I've had a lot of people come to me and say, "Oh, that's bullshit. We should have never been over there. You know, all we're doing is using people for target practice and you know, that's bullshit, man. You know, that's bullshit because, like you just said, we created the problem over there. We're the cause of that problem." And if we would have never went, you know, that would have been blood on the United States of America's hands. That would have been something that, you know, each and every person in the military would be like, man, you know, you had people, even though 9/11 did trigger it, okay, 9/11 did trigger that. I will say that I don't think that we would have ever went if that wouldn't have happened. But if that wouldn't have never happened, we would have never known as much about it as we did. I'll say that. You might be. I don't know. It kind of seems like your basically use knowledge about them stitches on like. No, I don't get my information off the internet. If that's like 90% of what you just typed didn't really make much sense. But
don't speak alien,
right? Not only was I in the National Guard at one point, but I've got three of my closest friends are also in National Guard and a Marine. So, if that's what you're talking about, my information. That's not all that I base my information off of, but I'm just saying.
SEAL Team 6, bitches.
Oh no, I'm not. This is my opinion. You're mistaking what I'm saying as something from a fact. This is just my opinion. It's not. I'm not quoting facts like he is. He's quoting stuff that is actually a fact and true. I'm not. This isn't a debate. This is just me speaking my opinion on the subject.
You got that right, according to our First Amendment.
Exactly. I mean, like I said, you know, this is just categorizing everything and me speaking my opinion on the subject. It's not. I'm not quoting facts. I'm not sitting here saying that this happened then on this date and this is why we done this and blah blah blah. Just summing it all up and telling you my outlook on it. That's all. Yeah, it's not. You know, it's just like I said. We're just talking, and it's just an opinion. I don't expect people to say, oh, well, the Joker said this and this and this. I guess that's the truth because he said it. You know, if you're naive as hell if you believe that. Oh yeah, you're well. If you want to critique someone, please be my guest. That's you know, I love it. I would rather you do it to me than anybody else. I can handle it real easy. You're good, man. You're good. But the main issue, we kind of got off track here, man. In the beginning, you know, the reason why I come on was the whole Trump thing. You know, yeah, Trump is. Everybody calls him dumb and retarded, but it's just because he had, you know, yeah, he's been popular in a way, but he hasn't ever had to do something like this, or hasn't done something like this, not had to. But you can't say he's dumb because if he was dumb, then explain to me how he can go bankrupt multiple times and each time come back to be a millionaire. So he can't be dumb, and he has to be able to handle his money pretty damn well. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, he's double jointed in his fingers. Yeah, his knuckles are double jointed, so whenever he bends it back, they go in instead of. Nah, I don't know where he gets that from. I'm gonna critique the Norwegian. Who gives a? I mean, I'll just say it, man. Who gives a damn about Norway?
God, they got seals there, man. They got fucking seals everywhere.
I'm talking about. Well, seal. Where aren't the seals, bro?
There's a lot of them in fucking Norway, though. It eats all their fish and it pisses them off.
When have you? When has Norway ever gotten involved in any fucking thing? You know what I mean? Like they're like Iceland. You know, they don't have fucking very many political issues, and if they do, it's in their own country. They don't have to deal with the kind of shit that we have to.
Gotta watch out for those fucking seals over there, though. They eat all their fucking fish and it pisses them off. I'm serious. Ask them.
No, I'm not gonna say Norway isn't. Yeah, it probably is a really good place to live because they don't have to deal with no bullshit.
That's right.
You know, just like Ireland. You know, I mean,
all they do is get drunk.
Yeah, all they do is get drunk and fight and not have to deal with no bullshit either, man. You know. It's not narrow-minded, man. It's just joking around.
We have a funny way of joking around here in this country.
Yeah, I mean it's. You're right. That's what I'm saying. Ireland hasn't. They haven't. I mean, well, Norway hasn't either.
Yeah.
So.
I just like the Norwegian bitches over there. That's what Papa Bear likes, the Norwegian girls.
Right. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Is it Norway or where the girls they braid their underarm hair, or is that just in Europe?
Fuck, I don't know. That could be fucking Germany.
It might be. It might be Germany. Maybe it's too cold for terrorists. Probably. They're like, man, I don't want to take over that country. It's too damn cold. We'll freeze our balls off. We'll save, or better yet, they'll be like, or ISIS is probably like, we'll save Norway for last. You know what I mean? That Norway will be the country just keep all of our cold drinks at.
How about those fucking seals in Norway, though? How do you like that? I keep bringing up those seals because there was a guy that I know him for many years that used to live in Norway. He used to say that the seals used to eat all their fish, and they used to piss those people off that lived there because there's so many fucking seals.
Yeah, and then I guarantee it pisses them off, man, because you see people talking about, like, save the seals and save the whales. They're probably like, man, fuck them damn seals. You know what I mean? Like, that's funny, though. Yeah, they're cool. They're cool. They're cool animals, man. But I mean, like, I'm sorry, but if I'm having a hard time catching a fish to get a meal, man, and a seal is taking all my shit, I'm gonna end that seal, bro.
That's what he was saying. But we could lots.
Yeah, I mean, well, you got if you got to eat somehow, man, and that's like these the people that are so green and so about saving the animals and all that stuff. Like, look, the human race is the most dominant species. Even people that are religious, man. Even people that are religious, it even says in the Bible that it tells you in the Bible that you're supposed. People argue back and forth whether it says in the Bible don't kill any creatures, but also it also says in the Bible use these creatures to nurture yourself. So we're the most dominant species, and I'm sorry if I'm hungry, I'm gonna kill an animal before I kill my buddy and eat him.
You need a seal? What's up? Not a whole lot. Oh, he got bumped off. He'll be back. I think he got thrown off. Who's in here? Huh. He'll be back. He might have got a phone call or something on his phone. Oh, there he is. Fucking seals, man. He's coming back. He just got bumped off. Yo, I got you. I'm going to fan you back. Come on, man. There we go. I got you. Oh, my son? He's, I don't know, he went out with his friends here. So they were hanging out. Yeah, that was my son, man. He's crazy, son. Oh, this guy here's not. The kid that was, the person who was in the room was. This is.
No, I had, that damn update thing popped up and kicked me off.
Really love the X-Men. So does Joker.
What is it?
You like the X-Men?
Oh. Do I like X-Men? Like Marvel X-Men?
I guess.
Or what? I guess. I mean, I'm not...
I mean, he's a Joker.
Actually, the Joker is DC. So.
Yeah, I know that shit, man. I don't even watch any of that. What's
my
Joker's
real name? My real name's Justin.
He's a seal. So you're trying to say you would eat a seal, huh?
Well,
Have you ever ate a seal?
No, I haven't. But I mean, I'm just saying, if it meant life or death, I'd cook his slimy ass up, and I'd probably barbecue his ass.
Oh, isn't that what you all do anyways? Is just barbecue everything?
Well, I ain't gonna lie about it. We do barbecue a lot of shit, and it's all good, man.
Yeah. Even that, you're gonna barbecue that snake if you catch it?
Hell no, man. I that's one thing that I would not eat, would be a damn snake.
So back to the topic. You both gonna vote for Trump? I am.
I'm not gonna say whether or not I am gonna vote for him or not. I'm definitely not gonna vote for Hillary.
Well, then you only have one or two choices. Either you vote for Trump or you don't vote at all.
Exactly, because I'm definitely not gonna vote for Bernie Sanders either. So I haven't totally made my mind up yet.
But you already made your mind up that you will eat a seal, though, if you had to.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's not really. Here's the thing, man. That's not really my decision. That would be my stomach's decision, because I'm telling you, you get hungry enough, you'll eat anything.
So you mean you would eat an ass right out of a skunk if you were hungry enough?
You damn right, man. I mean, if I was stranded somewhere and I was on the verge of dying from hunger, and the only damn thing I could find was a skunk's ass. Oh yeah, I'm gonna cook it up, and I'm gonna saute his ass, and it might make me sick, but I mean, at least I'm nourished. You know what I mean?
You thought your last girlfriend smelled funny.
Hey man, it is what it is. I'm a survivor, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna survive.
Well, eat that ass out. Let me know how it tastes.
But at this point in time, like I'm doing all right for myself, man. So I would much rather just eat a good old barbecued hamburger or mashed potatoes and stuff like that. But
mashed potatoes. Why does everything gotta be fucking deep fried in the South, man? Fuck.
Hey man, it's because it's better that way, man.
Yeah, you hear about the ongoing cholesterol problem in the rest of the world?
Well, I mean, the rest of the world isn't my body's concern, so you know what I mean? Like that's the truth, though. Yeah, Nora, you say that, Nora. But here's the truth: when you get so hungry that you're sick, I guarantee you if you got a friend next by, you might think about cutting his ass up and eating him if you can't find nothing else. I mean, and
rip his dick off and cook it like a hot dog, right?
Here's the thing: you can say that now because tomorrow you're not gonna wake up and there ain't gonna be nothing to eat. But if right now everything that you know and deal with on a day-to-day basis is gone, and you don't know how to hunt and you don't know how to fish, well,
how the hell are you going to catch a skunk then?
You're going to have to teach your damn self how to hunt, obviously. Either that or go fucking eat a pile of dog shit or something. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
Well, if you're on a desert island, I don't think there's going to be
you're just saying that about Pepsi because you seen me take a drink of Pepsi. That's all. You just Pepsi is like God's gift to humans. Pepsi's great.
Yeah, it's got engine coolant in it.
Yes, I mean, what else would you want to drink?
I don't know.
Pepsi's the shit, man.
Maybe some piss.
Yeah, he said beer. I mean, here's the thing though. You're not gonna be able to. You can half-ass hydrate yourself with a Pepsi. You can't hydrate yourself with a beer. You can at the moment, but the next day you wake up, you're gonna be fucking dehydrated out of this world. All the damn yeast in that shit.
But if you got a pussy, it's gonna be an yeast infection.
Yeah, and then that's just like double jeopardy, man. That's just like, oh god. Not only are you dehydrated, but then you got an infection down below. That's terrible.
You have to use a damn Monostat 7 or whatever it is to help you out.
He said, how do you unfan people on this side? Dude, Pepsi, how can you hate Pepsi that much, man? I mean, it is so good. I mean... you're just probably one of those. I only drink green tea because green tea is so good for me. You're probably one of those kind of guys.
You get me one of those Ziploc sandwich bags. They only drink seal piss.
Yeah, that's what they're drinking. Team sugar, team diabetes. Hey, well,
team fuck yeah.
Yeah, exactly, man. Look, everybody has to die from something. All right.
Right.
People come in here all the time. They're like, "Hey, you shouldn't smoke. That's going to kill you." Well, I can get hit by a bus tomorrow, and that's going to kill me too. I can have a heart attack and just die in my sleep, so that can kill me too. the fact still remains is if you only got one life, why not enjoy it to the max? That's why I have live fast, die young tattooed down my side.
Damn, there you go. This guy's a wizard. He's like the Wizard of Oz, man. This motherfucker.
No, I'm just letting you know, man. I'm just saying it like it is, man. You know,
he's a true American hero.
All right, look, all right. Well, here you go, man. Riddle me this, Batman. If you don't do it in this lifetime, what lifetime are you gonna do it in?
Did you call me Fat Man?
You know.
You skinny little fucking runt.
No, here's the thing, I don't. Well, he said, so you do heroin too? No, I don't. It's not. I don't mean that as go out and do every drug possible. I mean that as everything that you desire to do, try.
Listen, I got blue balls right now.
You know.
You see that, Batman or Joker?
Yeah. Yeah, I do see
that,
man. That's terrible. There ain't no way to fix that.
Yeah, there is. Go to Germany. We got good doctors.
Yeah, to the maximum of your own extent. I don't mean that as to tell somebody, hey, look, when you get older, make sure you go do every drug possible, kill somebody, rape somebody, do all of these things that you can possibly do. I don't mean it like that. I mean it as from your knowledge of what's right and wrong, what you desire. Don't hold yourself back because of what other people think. That's how I mean that. You know what I mean? I enjoy smoking. I enjoy smoking weed, and I'm going to do both of them until the day I die, plain and simple. And I ain't going to change that for nobody unless it's something that society demands, like going to work at a certain place or things like that I have to find loopholes. But
loopholes?
Yeah, well, I mean, most places, unless places with random drug tests, you just got to pass the drug test one time. So after I get past that one, after I study and get past that first drug test, No, I haven't never been to Europe.
No, I've never been across the pond. I have had a lot of family that went to, like, England and all the little countries. They did, like, a 2-week fucking tour and shit. Well, I shouldn't say little countries, but,
Nora has such a vendetta against Pepsi, man. I don't like most people. I've never had
marijuana too.
Well, yeah, but I've never had somebody just like verbally go on about Pepsi.
Pissed off over drinking Pepsi.
Yeah, I've had people say,
"Hey, at least I'm a little safer, man. See what I got here? I got diet Pepsi.
You're rocking the diet Pepsi, man. But that's just, hell, if you're going to drink Pepsi, you might as well go full flavored, man. You know what I mean? But that's your prerogative. You can do what you want to do. But here's the thing, though. Pepsi.
They killed his parents.
Well, how did they? But what? Diabetes or I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I'm just asking.
Yes, I would at some point in time would like to go over to Europe. Yes. Killed your parents and somebody smashed a Pepsi.
Dude, there's so many more worse things that you could be drinking, like Red Bull. Red Bull is fucking terrible for you.
Seal piss.
Yeah, seal piss. You could come get you a drink of my piss, and I won't promise you won't get high from all the THC in it. So, there's hella things that you could be drinking that's a hell of a lot worse than Pepsi. All energy drinks are terrible, man. They all got bull piss in them. So you have fun with that. I don't drink energy drinks. You think I'm joking about the bull piss? You better look up what the fuck taurine is. It's an extract. Taurine is an extract from bull urine. So you drink that all you want to.
Wow. I'm good, man. I don't drink that shit either.
No, I don't.
If it doesn't come on the ground, I ain't smoking it.
I'm the same way. And a lot of people are like, well, you do realize that people can use that as a same excuse to do cocaine because it comes from a plant. No.
Poppy seeds, yeah.
Yeah, no, because it still has to be manufactured. You know, you can't crumble up a coke plant and fucking snort it and get high. So it's not the same. But I can pull a weed bud off of a damn weed plant and burn that bitch, and I'm gonna be good. So
be high as a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm gonna be high as a motherfucker, and that was, that's been here for millions of years. So, it was put here, and if you like Cat Williams said, if you should so happen to set it on fire, there are some side effects. It hasn't been changed. I mean, yeah, they've crossbred it and shit by other people. If you have an issue with marijuana, all you have to do is go to YouTube and go to my YouTube channel and watch 420 Jim. And he will incite you on everything that you need to know about marijuana and why marijuana should be legal across the entire world.
That, or I'll buy you a gram and you can light it up and it'll be personally on me.
Yeah, better yet, don't knock it till you try it, because I guarantee you, if you're like, weed is bad, weed is a drug, you shouldn't do it. Well, if
it's a gateway drug, man.
Yeah, it's a gateway drug. Well, come over here in my house. I'll roll one up. Let's go outside and we'll burn it. And we'll see how much fun you have within the next 2 hours. And tomorrow you're going to be like, damn, weed is awesome. It should be legalized. I've never had so much fun in my life. And I've never
and if you
felt
get some
so
real
good.
Good shit, you might even be able to see Jesus.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, man. It is, and you can vouch for this, man. It is the cure for everything. Even anorexic people, man. If you have a hard time eating, smoke you a joint. You won't have a hard time eating after that. If you got a headache, smoke you a joint. That headache will be gone. You can't sleep, smoke you a joint. I bet you fucking fall asleep pretty damn soon.
If you ain't horny, smoke a joint and you be fucking like a rabbit.
Exactly, dude. It is the. I mean, I can't think of one thing that I couldn't smoke a joint and it'd fix. I mean, And on top of all of that, it cures cancer cells. So what the fuck? I mean, why would you not do it?
You're smoking to get cancer, but then we're smoking a bud to relieve it.
Exactly. So, that's that's why I kind of feel like I'm all right. So every 2 cigarettes I smoke, I throw a joint in. So it's like, hey, I'm kind of reversing the process. So I'm all right.
Oh, that's fucking comical, man. Oh
yeah,
my
man.
God.
Oh yeah, man. If you're ever around my way and you wanna burn one, I'll be more than happy to burn one with you.
I'll give you some of that Afghan Kush.
Mhm. I'm pro green, bro, and I don't mean like green like saving the trees. I mean like green like let's light one up and have some fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go fucking find a skunk to eat.
Yep.
Or a seal.
Yeah, I mean, if I ain't got none, man, I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being sober. All right, there is absolutely nothing wrong with being that way, but
makes life boring.
Yeah, it makes life boring. I mean, you
it's
don't
depressing
understand.
as it is.
Yeah, I mean, all the shit going on around us and everything else, man. You can smoke a joint and you'll get lost in your own mind. It opens your mind up so much, man, that you'll just be talking to yourself, man. I can literally be watching a movie and I'll be fucking laying there and I'll figure out, like all those comments that you say, like the hits blunt comment, like who like hits the blunt, who put the alphabet in alphabetical order. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. You'll be thinking on that shit you'll have to fucking Google it, man.
Oh my God.
But it's the truth, man. It does, man. It opens your mind, man. If you smoke a joint and you read a book, I guarantee you'll understand that book a hell of a lot better than if you read it sober.
Fuck, I might be eating a book, man. Get so hungry.
Right. I probably won't get through the book because I'm either one or two things going to happen. I'm either going to get so hungry that I got to put the book down and go eat, or I'm just going to fall asleep with the book on my lap. So, but
either way,
that's why I've got 2 different kinds. I mean, I smoke, indica and sativa. I obviously don't smoke sativa in the daytime because it makes me lazy. It makes me want to, lay down and chill out. But you know, when I first got up today, I smoked a fucking joint the size of a cigarette, and I'm good. You see how much energy I got, you know. So
He's all fired up, man.
everybody, you know, you see people talking about, oh, your eyes get red and all about it. You can look at me, you can't even tell I'm high.
The fuck if I can.
You can't tell, bro.
Fuck you. Your eyes are fucking squinty a little bit.
My eyes are always squinty, though. I mean, so.
Because you're always high.
Well, that's true too. You got me beat there, but.
Oh my god. Would you be hella tired of watching?
Oh, you want to have a fucking a trippy experience, bro? Smoke you a joint or smoke you a joint and watch The Wall, the Pink Floyd movie. There's so much crazy. There's so much crazy shit going on in that movie, man. It goes from one point of a heroin addict to the next point of a fucking monster growing out of a flower. And man, when you're high, you're like, what the fuck is happening? You know what I mean? And dude, I've watched that movie probably 10 times, and each time I watched it, I had a different theory on what the fuck it was about.
It's a whole different fucking movie, man. You get a whole different idea about it.
Exactly, man. Oh yeah, I am. I'm extremely high right now, but I mean, I never denied that. But what I'm saying though is if I didn't tell you I was, you wouldn't have automatically assumed I was.
I would have.
Well, you would have, motherfucker, because you know me and you know I'm high every day. So, you know, but.
Oh, that's funny.
No, Pink Floyd isn't boring, man. Pink Floyd isn't boring.
Fuck no.
The music's great. The movie's kind of, like I said, the movies are weird as shit. But it's still fun to do. Not only that, man, the biggest thing that marijuana cures is depression. Because I don't give a fuck how sad you are. If you smoke a joint and, well, you don't even have to watch a funny movie. You don't even have to really be around anybody. You'll think of some shit in your head and start laughing uncontrollably, and you won't even know what you're laughing about. You know?
I mean, you can pull your pants down and you look at your dick and start laughing because it's so fucking small.
Yeah, or you'd be like, or you'd be convincing yourself, you're like, damn, man, penises are ugly as fuck. You know? Like, why are penises so ugly? You know what I mean? So.
Oh, my God.
But, I mean, you know, it is what it is.
That's right. It is what it is.
Oh, yeah, I know, man. Dude, if you're taking everything I'm saying seriously, man, you need to bag back because I joke about everything. I come across kind of serious, but I'm hella sarcastic in the same sense, so.
But believe me, when he said he'll drink seal piss if he had to survive, he would.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I mean, I seen this fucking guy catch a big ass bullfrog in his fucking yard, and he fucking grilled it up and ate it for dinner.
Yeah, that's a true story.
I mean, like a fucking 6 or 7 pound fucking bullfrog.
Man, that motherfucker was good too.
You guys still here? Yeah. Well, he left for a while, but he came back.
Yeah, come on back. There was a political conversation going on about Donald Trump, and every chance I get to, you know, like I said, I'm not pro-Trump, but hey, you know, people want to call him a racist, and that's not his agenda. It's not, oh, I hate Mexicans. You know, let's build a wall. I hate Mexicans. He's not once ever said I hate Mexicans. He just said he dislikes the fact that we have immigrants all over the country. So
the frog story.
The Joker isn't so serious. And I'm not serious. Well, you actually thought I ate a frog? See, man, that's the problem with the way that I talk to people and the way that I, you know, because you can't tell. Not only that, I have to turn my phone to talking to the bottom of it, or else you can't hear me and they can't hear me, so you can't see the look on my face when I'm talking.
That's why Americans are so misjudged by people from other countries, because they take everything we do so fucking seriously. Like, when we bomb Iraq and shit, you guys take it too seriously.
When we make comments like that, you take it so seriously.
This guy kickback, roll a joint, and be fine.
Exactly, man. You know what I mean? What
Shit's
else?
gonna happen, man. There's nothing we can do about it.
You know, like another thing Cat Williams said. What'd he say? Talking about, you know, if you're sweating your bills, you're sweating your light bill. Damn, I gotta pay that light bill. Smoke your joint. Fuck them damn light bills. I'll burn a candle. I've been waiting to burn. You know what I'm saying? It's like that, bro. It's exactly like that.
Do I pay the fucking light bill, or do I go out and fucking buy me a bag? Fuck it.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, let me go get that bag real quick, and I won't even need them damn lights.
I got cat like speed anyways, you know?
Yeah, right.
Oh my god. What the fuck is going up with Cat Williams? I mean, this fucker's been locked up so much, man.
And he got beat up. And he got beat up by like a fucking 16-year-old kid.
Wow.
He did, man.
What's been going on with him? Why has he been...
I don't know, man. I think he's on drugs, man. I think he's on drugs real bad. Like hard drugs. Because you can look at him, man, and he looks sickly and shit. I don't know. He had that confrontation with Kevin Hart. They were going back and forth, and he was talking about, you bring $1 million and I bring $1 million, and we can battle it out on stage, talking about comedy. And I mean, Kevin Hart's funny, but the original Cat Williams, I'm sorry, Kevin Hart ain't gonna be able to hang with him.
No.
You know, but now Cat Williams' comedy now compared to Kevin Hart, I don't know. But like when he first come out, like the Pimp Chronicles and shit, dude, that is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like he is, that shit was hilarious, man. Just the looks on his face, that motherfucker didn't even have to say nothing, man. Just the looks on his face, and you'd start laughing, man.
That's true. You're being basically a base. All of things honestly, it's a great there, so yes.
But here's the thing, though, man. We're talking about comedians. If me personally, I feel like if Richard Pryor was still alive, or if Eddie Murphy still done stand-up comedy, they wouldn't be on top either. Richard Pryor was fucking hilarious, man.
Well, you got Bill Cosby still around, man. He's just trying to drug America.
Well, Bill Cosby's too busy raping little girls. He can't get on stage and talk about shit.
Oh my God, he's just trying to fucking drug America.
Look, but here's the thing, man. Not necessarily that I believe Bill Cosby done that, but if a situation arises, like even with the Michael Jackson thing, I was the first person to get up and say, what does J.C. Penney's and Michael Jackson have in common? You know, they both have little boys' pants half off. I was the first person to come up and say those kind of jokes because everybody was so sensitive about it. You know, Michael Jackson was such a good art. Well, he might have been, but the fact still remains is he goes out in public with a fucking mask on like a weirdo, and he has a fucking carnival at his house for little kids. What obvious more reason is he to be a fucking pedophile? What kind of fucking millionaire builds a monster house and then decides, well, I'm going to build a carnival out back just for my enjoyment? Man, hell no. Nah. You're going to bring kids over there so you can take them in the back and do dirty things to them. I'm glad he's dead. Sorry. You know, you're a fucking weirdo. So I went out in public. I didn't want nobody to recognize who I am. Motherfucker, everybody knows who you are. You're wearing a bag on your head. Who else does that?
And a fucking white glove.
Yeah. Like,
or a silver one, whatever the fucking color it was.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's really funny. What's his struggle cover hurt? Yeah. Oh yeah, having a good time.
All right. Yeah. See, but yeah. All right. Well, that's a good joke. But you know, and I'm a NASCAR fan, but I like those jokes that people create that people get so sensitive and butthurt about. Like, what does Pink Floyd and Dale Earnhardt have in common? Their last hit was The Wall, and you know, like. I'm the first person to say those jokes, man, because it's just a joke, you know. Right. And the joke doesn't take away anything from who they were. Yeah, I liked a lot of Michael Jackson's music. That still doesn't excuse him from being a pedophile because he made fucking good music, you know.
Got any Prince jokes?
Nah, not off the top of my head.
Too fresh still?
No, it ain't too fresh. I just haven't. I mean, you know, I haven't heard any really good ones. You know, One thing I don't like though about what the whole thing about Prince is everybody's talking about he was just this great songwriter, but he doesn't get the recognition of being an amazing guitar player because he was. Prince is one of history's best guitar players, man. I mean, the dude was classically trained. He was extremely good. It's just the music he chose to make and create didn't express his talent to the fullest. That's just like Jack Black, man. Jack Black's a fucking goofy ass,
Tenacious
comedian.
D.
Yeah, Tenacious D. But if you actually look into the history and some of the shit that Jack Black can do, and also Kyle Gass, they're both classically trained on guitar, and they're both extremely good.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh man, Michael Jackson definitely did that shit to them kids, man. There ain't no doubt about it, man. You can't say he didn't, man. I mean, what the fuck? He did, man. You know he did, man. Just like R. Kelly actually pissed on a kid. Here's the thing. They have the tendencies of being a pedophile. They become extremely famous and rich, and they think, well, fuck it, I'm gonna act on it because I'm rich and I'm popular, and I can get away with it. That's the problem with celebrities these days, that they feel like they can get away with shit that we can't get away with because of their standing in society, and that's bullshit. Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, they're all human beings just like us.
The only difference is they did shit to people.
Yep, and that goes back to the standing of and I don't mean this as a gateway to open up religion talk, but a lot of people are like they're talking about like churches and stuff, and they're like, well, this is the safest place to go. Not necessarily, because there have been priests that are just as bad as fucking Michael Jackson. It's happened numerous times. They're all human beings. They all think just the same way we do. It's just what they do for a living. You know what I mean?
Read your comment?
Huh?
You read that comment?
Oh, about Michael Jackson court case. I only know a little bit. That's just like my opinion. Oh no, yeah, you're entitled to that. But I'm not saying that he did because I don't know for 100% sure. But my opinion is that I believe he did. I mean, I believe he.
This guy must not think O.J. Simpson killed anybody either.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody knows O.J. did it. Shit.
What about Trayvon Martin?
Well,
the guy that fucking killed Trayvon Martin. What the hell was his name?
I don't remember what his name is, man. But I mean, it's Oh, you talking about that? Wasn't that a cop that done that?
Who?
Wasn't that a cop that done that, or is that a different?
Oh, the fucking. He was a neighborhood watch guy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, neighborhood watch. Yeah. Yeah,
Zimmerman. Yeah, George Zimmerman. That's right.
Yeah. That kind of shit, man. I wish people didn't live by those kind of standards where they judge people by the color of their skin or their sexuality or what they do for a living. Just because somebody's rich and famous doesn't make them a better person than you or me. You know what I mean? They're just a human being. It's just that they appeal to other people, man.
There you go. He'll be back in a minute. Oh my God. Yeah, George Zimmerman. That was the guy that shot Trayvon Martin. That sold this fucking gun that killed Trayvon Martin for like, what was it? $250,000 or something. It was something crazy like that. It's crazy shit, man. Got him on that. You think so, eh? Right. Yeah, he was famous. It's a true statement. Yeah. True statement. So what time is it out over there where you're at? I don't care what we talk about. Yeah, I'm religious. Baptist. Yeah. Yes, sirree. It's fucking pissing me off. It's taking fucking forever. Yep. I'm a Christian. How often do folks mention this? I hear it a few times here and there. Yeah, I talk to Joker quite a bit. He's on here. Sometimes we'll BS on the phone. He comes on here when I'm on here usually. I mean, he does his own show from time to time. But usually he comes on here and I guest him. And yeah, I mean, usually, like I say, usually at night is when I come on and there's a lot more people in here. You know, I could run, you know, not like these guys up here at 700, but I could have, you know, 30, 40, 50 people in here. $22.25, so 10:25 p.m. Gotcha. 10:25. Yeah, it's fun, man. We have a good time in here. And what's so good about this than like some others, you know? I mean, just bullshit and talk about, you know, a lot of different things. That's why when people usually find this and they listen for a while, they give it a chance. They usually, you know, come back. There's always some shit going on in here. Some serious stuff from time to time, you know, and then, you know, not so serious stuff. Like I say, we talk about everything and everything. World events, you know, local events, presidential, politics, whatever it might be. Fucking seals. You know, even fucking seals. Talk about seals. Yeah, getting there. It took a while. I mean, it's starting to build slowly. It's starting to build. But it's not, you know, as many, it's not as trying to get as much as you can, as long as you got a good following that comes in. That's all that matters, especially if you got, you know, 7, 10 people who could interact. I can see everything. You have like some of these guys that got 7, 8, 900 people in there. They can't read anybody's comments. I mean, it's just doing that, you know. This way here, at least I could see what people are saying, read it, and have time to respond. Guess who was watching Bob the other night? Dr. Greg? He's a fucking little... His name is a Bob show, I think it is. Well, yeah, he's real good friends with Bob. Bob comes into Dr. Greg's broadcast a lot, too. But he's a, what is he, a little puppet lizard or something? Guy's really funny, though. You gotta look for him. Guy's hilarious. Oh, I haven't checked that out. That's right, I forgot that he said he was starting to do Musically. Oh, it's what is it called? The Bob Show or something? Hey, Minnie Mouse, how are you? Hey, Taylor. I think it's... Yeah, but what is Bob's show? Is it called The Bob Show or just The Bob Show? I can't remember. All right. Hey, Taylor. Hey, Minnie Mouse, how are you? Jacobs. Don't even know who he is. Don't even know who he is. Hold on, I'll look. All right. I don't know who he is personally, but I mean, I know his name. I want to say it's the Bob Show or some shit. You think so? I don't know, man. I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. He's not the one with that fucking T-shirt song or whatever, is it? Or is that somebody else? Or sweatshirt, not T-shirt. Sweatshirt. No, I don't. I mean, my daughter watches them. I mean, I don't know. I might have watched them, but it might have been, let me read all these over. He's the best person in retirement. You don't know. See, right on. Well, that just confused me. What do you mean? What are you saying? I don't know if he's the best thing in the world, but well, I mean, with YouTube and all the different social medias that are out there nowadays, I mean, I guess if you look halfway decent, girls are gonna flock to them anyways. Those kind of people. Plus, if they come YouNow or YouTube famous, and then they come over here, they draw those people over here, and then they gain more support here. So I mean, but I get what you're saying. I mean, I get what you're saying, though. It makes sense. Yeah, that's right. That's a true statement. And look at him now. He's taken off, and it's this big hot commodity. I don't know, man. Justin's been having some fucking problems and shit over here. He's been getting in a little trouble in America a little bit. Fucking drag racing all the time and all kinds of shit. I'm just rolling up a few cigarettes. I use a rolling machine to make my cigarettes. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So is it really cold in Norway all the time? Or is it just, I mean, is there any times that it gets warm? It is, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Sure. are the reason to be happy. All right. Well, thank you very much. You helped me get through depression. Well, depression is a fucked up thing. I gotta hand you that. We have a golf, which brings some warmth. It's awesome. Now that's Celsius, right? That's not. I know you were. Trust me, I get trolled all the time, friend. That's Celsius, right? That's not Fahrenheit. Yep. To Celsius or Fahrenheit? Or well, thank you very much, Luke. I appreciate the offer, buddy. Do. Now, if anybody really wants to get political and go talk about Trump, go see the talking head guy. He'll go off on you if you say anything good about Trump. The guy's a fucking freak. Yeah, but I don't know how to, I mean, without doing it on my phone or whatever, I wouldn't know how to change that over. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's a Democrat, that's why. I mean, he's a Hillary supporter. But if you're anything other than a Democrat, he don't like you, trust me. I've been down that road with him. Right. Well, I got him as a fan. I mean, I was probably one of his first 300 fans or so that he had. And we used to talk on a regular basis, and then, you know, shit just happens when you don't agree on politics, and so, you know, what he believes and what I believe, it's not the same, so. I don't fuck with him, he doesn't fuck with me, so. Well, I hope so. I mean, it's been crazy, that's for sure. I mean, it's... Update what? What do you want an update on? Man, the subjects have been all the way around everywhere. Talked everything from marijuana to fucking eating seals to, I don't know, whatever else that came up. I don't remember it all. So. It does. It really does. It's the truth. I mean, you hit it right on the head. I mean, that is it. I mean, sex, religion, and politics gets called spites every single time. You're not going to agree on everything what that person's saying about any of those things. Well, let me rephrase it. Not any of those things. You might agree on one or two of the things, but I guarantee you, out of one of those three things, you're going to disagree with a person about. I mean, it's bound to happen. You know, you might agree, say, on politics and sex, but your religion thing could be totally different, or vice versa. So, I mean, it's just the way it is, right? Go catch me a seal and send it to me, man. I want a seal. Uh, well, it's not that I totally support everything that he says and does. It's just that I disagree more with Clinton than I do with Trump. I guess that might be a better way for me to say that. Oh, alright. I just can't remember where the hell that guy lived at now in Norway. I mean, it was somewhere by the water, obviously. I've seen it. And, I mean, fucking seal pictures up the ass, man, out there. And, I mean, this guy, he hated seals. Like, man, why do you hate seals? Eat our fish, man. Eat our fish. Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I mean, let the cards fall where they are. I mean, who am I to say who's going to win? You know, I'm just one person, one vote. That's all I am. There's so many people going to be voting. I mean, we're just going to have to see where, you know, the cards fall. Wherever they go is what we get, you know. But, you know, another getting Clinton in office is going to be the same as what we got right now. So if the world likes the way things are going, then I guess you want to see Clinton in office. That's the truth. Right? Well, I'm just saying though. I mean, it very well may be Batman. I mean, it's very well. Truth of the matter might be true. I don't know, but it's whatever, you know, people want to do. That's why we have elections. So. Well, Bernie's more of a socialist than anything else. And I just don't see socialism in this country working. I just don't think would work here. I mean, it works in Canada. You know, I'm 20 minutes from the Canadian line. I mean, I could be in Canada in 20 minutes, but I just don't think that his way would help America in any way or form. Now, well, I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Or, you know, I mean, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. Um, I guess I'm not going to say that they're ugly or anything. I mean, I don't really judge guys, but I mean, yeah, I mean, they had a okay look to them, I guess. I mean, it's working in Canada, but we've seen in Greece that it didn't work. It didn't work in Greece. I mean, they almost fucking fell straight on their face, you know? I mean, they did a little bit, but they almost fell completely. But it won't work in the United States. I mean, it just won't. Um, you know, all the free shit they want to give away, it's not free, man. Somebody's got to pay for that. You know? I mean, it's got to come from somewhere. And don't tell me that it could just come from this or that, or we have the money to do it. That's bullshit. I don't care what anybody says. That's bullshit. One way or another, they're going to get the money. Raising taxes versus, you know, whatever way it is. You know, raising minimum wage to $15 an hour is not the answer either. Well, yeah. I mean, the wealthy people is what's holding all the money. I mean, people like myself, you know, I consider middle class. I mean, I'm not rich, but I can tell you I'm certainly not poor. But I don't want to pay any more money than I have to. You know, I mean, they fucking take enough out of me. I pay enough taxes, period. And even if they don't take more taxes, I mean, things are going to go up. You know, making the minimum wage $15 an hour is outrageous. I mean, I'd be happy to see it go to 10. 15 is way too much money. That's way too much money. Yeah, I know. Bernie could fucking take a jump. Well, Warren Buffett, he's a guy that holds a lot of cards to a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Billionaire, all this shit. What's him? But you got all the big shots on Wall Street, you know, backing Hillary and all this shit. And I mean, it doesn't really matter what Bernie tries to do right now. I mean, he's going to try to go to convention, but I don't think he has a snowball chance in hell to even become the Democrat nominee, just for the simple fact is that Hillary has enough delegates and super delegates to win the nominee, and that's what they're going to want anyway. So, anybody says anything otherwise, they're mistaken. Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. I mean, unless Bernie unless Bernie could get some of the super delegates to change their mind, which I don't think is going to happen. I mean, he's done. He's done. We got our two candidates. Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people, don't get me wrong, that likes Bernie Sanders. I mean, it's been proven. Yes, he might have 3 million or whatever less votes than Hillary, got so far. But there's a hell of a lot of people that like Bernie. And, I mean, a lot of them are saying that they're going to vote for Trump if he's not the nominee because they don't want Clinton in there. Well, I'm going to get off for a little bit here. Yeah, I just came on to roll some smokes and stuff and chill out. That's why. Yeah, I don't usually come on this early. You're right. You had heard the same thing, right? Yeah. I mean, but I also heard the same thing. People that don't like Trump. I don't know, but I hear it more with the Bernie fan or the Bernie supporters that they'll just jump ship and say screw you. Yeah, I know me, boss. I am. It's going to be different if Trump certainly does win. That's for sure. It's going to be a spectacle. But we need a change, man. Everything's got to change a little bit around here. So maybe it'd be a good thing. I don't know. The worst part about it is that you're going to have to wait and see what happens. So, with that said, I don't know. But I think I'm going to jump off for a while. Anybody wants to fan me, I'll fan you back. It's almost 5 o'clock my time, so I'll go out there and see what's going on with the fans, see what we're doing for dinner. And look before you leave, that's right. Yeah, that was great talking to you. I mean, it was very, very well conversation here that we had, and intrigued. It was awesome. Yeah, I'll be on later. I'm just gonna get off now. Check see what's going on out there, and I'll be back at my normal time. So. But till then, you all have a great rest of your day, night, wherever you are in this great planet. And there you go. Just remember that, guys. Mark it down. Besides, Norway's got hot chicks anyway, so I'll just say that. But anyways, I know my Norwegian connection probably won't be on when I come back on. It'll be real early in the morning there. But the rest of you all, I'll check with you guys later. Y'all have a great evening and night, and I'll talk to you guys in a few hours. No problem, mate. I got you. So until next time, I will return later. Have a great day, guys. Let's see.